Alright. Hopefully that helps. Oh, shit. Alright, hopefully that helps, guys. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Like for positive blessings, you guys. Like for positive vibes. We're manifesting positive vibes, guys. We're manifesting very positive vibes. We're manifesting good vibes. We're liking the stream. We're having a great time. We're having a really good time. Everything is good. Everything is fine, guys. We are good. We are good. Everything is good. Oops. Everything is good. All right. And then I think I found a router that I like. Fuck, I forgot to tag everybody. Okay. Zaki, thanks for the $4.99. Let's witness Hazaki, guys. Everybody witness Hazaki. So the one that I'm looking at is this one. I think this is the one that I'm gonna get. Yeah. We'll have to do that tomorrow. I'll have to get another one tomorrow. Which is fine, which is fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything is good in the hood, you guys. We are cool, calm, and collected. Okay. Let's back this up just a little bit, guys. Let's get to where we were. Okay.
Inside. So let's just go over it because this bitch, right? This bitch blocked me. Okay.
Oh,
and
wow.
that would be normally fine. But
That's
she
terrible.
also privated her account. So I can't see. I can't see. So I have to like rely off of these. So yeah. Let's see. Courtney has access to minors. I don't even have minors in my Discord, and my most recent streams have been age gated, but okay. So like
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So where we were last is that Courtney, I'm sure that my Courtney historians in here, someone has the clip readily available or a timestamp. I'm pretty sure it was in a live stream. I guess I can look for it. But she said that I don't age gate my streams. I do. And that it was inappropriate for me to make a joke about a meth pipe and inappropriate for me to joke about whippets when there could potentially maybe somewhere be a minor that is in my YouTube chat or whatever. I don't want minors in my community. I don't think it's appropriate. I think mixed age spaces are always a mistake. And I've said as much many times. Obviously, people can lie. We're no strangers to that. Obviously, people can lie and, you know, get into communities that they don't belong in and what have you. But nonetheless, yes, me making a joke about a meth pipe is totally the same thing as talking in graphic detail with minors about how to masturbate. Those are two totally similar things. They're almost the same, actually. They're actually almost completely the same. I don't remember what stream it was. I think it was one of these ones. I don't remember. It might be this one. It's called Snakes on a Plane, but I don't remember. She was all fucking all super pissed. Super pissed about me making jokes about whippets. Because jokes about recreational drug use are the exact same thing as talking inappropriately with minors. And then obviously, just to be serious for a second, the issue with like being the good adult online, quote unquote, is that it teaches kids that adults online are generally safe. And that's not true, right? Like, even if you are the good one, it doesn't matter. You're reinforcing that they think that it's safe to talk to adults about that kind of stuff on the internet. And it's not. They should be talking to trusted adults in their life, not random fucking people on the internet. That's simply not appropriate. Simply not appropriate. No.
Like, this is a really fucking dumb argument to make. So yes, right now, you are currently watching an 18+ stream. However, that doesn't change, like, the fact of, like, people think that could lie about their age and pretend to be 18. But
Also, I hate to be annoying you guys. I know that I had to restart the stream because I had to restart my router. I know. I totally understand. It's a huge ask, but there's only 36 likes on the video. Let's pump that shit back up. You guys were doing great. We had like 100 on the last one. Let's try to get at least 100 on this one, please, and thank you so much.
that's not even, like, the point. That's not even the point. That's just a dumb point to rely on. You did have minors in your Discord server. It ranged from 14 to 16, and you're just kind of, like, just putting that to a side. Like, actually, like 14 to 17 to be more clear. Like, one of them could have been 13. Like, you had, like, at least 9 minors in there from, like, what was counted up. So it's like, yeah, you did have minors in your spaces. It was pretty fucking bad. Some of them were in personal DMs, and then there was, like, obviously the ones that we went over where they were venting to someone who was, I think, either 16 or 17 about, like, the fact that they were going to kill themselves. That copium. Then we got this, right? Oh no, I got feelings and I'm talking about it. Goblins, you stop ya bitching. I agree. Cope and see. Beckett probably shouldn't be talking about KP's genitalia so openly. But do you honestly not think that KP deserves to be roasted for her behavior at all? Obviously, keep personal shit out of it, but taking the piss out of someone who mishandles bling and then they get cut off. Sexual harassment isn't roasting, but pop off. There's nothing about whether she deserves roasting or not. It's about the hypocrisy. Dog.
Also, what this is referring to... Oh, it's my face. Sorry, my bad. Obviously, this is referring to the leaks that KP has a sticky vagina. Okay, basically the too long didn't read is that somebody who is a former roommate of KP went ahead and released a bunch of information, sensitive information, about how KP had like a chronic yeast infection and like probably BV from never changing her undies, which is terrible. And so the argument obviously is that this is sexual harassment, and you could make that argument. I think that you certainly could, but this is what I'll say about that. Okay. KP had the biggest dub in the entire fucking world. She could have said, I think that it's really ridiculous that everybody is making fun of me, and it's mostly men that are picking on me for this issue that affects most women at some point in their life. I don't find it to be appropriate. I have no problem with you guys attacking me over the content that I made, the mistakes that I've made. I did make a mistake with this content. It's completely fine to attack me and clown on me for these mistakes that I made, but please don't attack me for things that are, a sensitive issue that was leaked without my consent. And it's something that most women deal with at some point or another in their life, and I find it inappropriate that it's being mostly talked about by men. She could have easily just fucking shit all over everybody with that, but she didn't. She biffed it. That's like her favorite thing to do, is biff it. But... is it still doing it, Rowan? Am I still getting flare-ups right now? Maybe I'll try that. Hang on, let me get out of the Discord. I'll just open my soundboard manually because I have it all right here. I have all the clips right here. So we'll just do that. That's a good idea. We'll try that for right now. Good idea, Rowan. Always thinking. Always thinking. You know what I mean? Let me just pull up this file that has all my sound clips in it. Okay, perfect. I have that ready to go. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, so.
What are you fucking on about, dude? What the fuck are you on? Oh, no, it's the hypocrisy, guys. It's the fucking hypocrisy.
Oh, I'm good right now. Okay, I'm going to stay in the Discord call, and if it drops, then I'll try that. Let's do that. Let's stay in the Discord call, and then if it drops again, we'll do that.
Okay, bro. Okay. Now we got... How dare you record a call with you and another person? Anyway, I'm going to platform 2 men talking about your medical information behind your back. I love when people tell themselves, not so much when in doing so they
Why we got the sniffles? Is it snowing in October? Ace?
Try to violate another person's, though. It's not like I was a person who tried to revive her career with someone's false rape allegation. Did. And has a long story of being a shitty boss, or that one of the people in the conversation experience for being shitty. Crazy boss firsthand. Dude. Seems like a lot has happened. Yes, no, dude, it has, dude. The West has fallen, all right? We have risen. Okay,
True.
Great stuff.
True.
Dude, I can't believe I took such a fucking brag. Ugh, all you people hate me. But yeah, Cordy running headfirst into walls is fucking epic. What a gift to wake up to, haha. Doesn't riddle of light...
He's got some crazy sniffles going on. He's hitting the slopes. Let's go.
Riddle of lightning. Have a diaper fetish. I thought that guy was an adult baby diaper lover. Brother, you sit in your own shit for pleasure. You can't really say anything because you literally taught a kid
The other thing that's kind of a reoccurring issue as well is that Courtney calls everybody like either a pedophile or just like kind of throws allegations at the wall without any kind of evidence. So, for example, I think it was Twisty. Twisty is one of the people that orbits Poppy and Xena, and Twisty is a deranged freak themselves. And KP, like basically, or not KP, Courtney made an allegation that Twisty is like a pedophile, but then couldn't back it up. Twisty is a freak, but I don't know if that's the same level as like Willie Otterpop. Are Twisty and Willie the same person? I don't think they're the same person. Willie Otterpop certainly is a pedophile, but yeah, she just kind of like gestures vaguely and says things. So her saying that, Riddle of Lightning has like a diaper fetish or something like that, it's just kind of like farts in the wind. So even if it's true that Riddle of Lightning does have a diaper fetish, that coming from Courtney, it means nothing because she just throws allegations out left and right. Everybody's a pedophile, everybody's a rapist, blah 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 blah. You know how it is.
Get on how to masturbate. Dude, true, dude. Like when they were 28, they had a conversation about like teaching sex ed to like a 14-year-old just because they asked, "Am I broken? All right, am I broken for not being able to orgasm?" And like this
Oh, that's right. They're different. I remember. Okay, got it. Locked in.
fucking troglodyte was like, you know what? Let me engage with that person. Let me like, engage in their DMs. It's really fucking dumb. All right.
No, Given Ant was the one with the dead dog.
Then we got we got this one because like for some reason Courtney tried leaking. Courtney leaked my DMs with her last night, but she was a little selective. So allow me, Lamau. Sparky was some random account that Courtney started calling a pedophile. I asked for evidence. And
Oh, it's Sparky. I'm pretty sure that Sparky was Willie Otterpop. Confirm or deny? Confirm or deny, guys? Sparky was Willie Otterpop, right? Someone take me back. Someone take me back. Is Sparky a different person? Because I thought Sparky was Willie Otterpop after he got banned like 900 fucking times for saying that he was going to rape everybody. Is that... I'm pretty sure they're this... I don't know. Brittany was in here a second ago. I guess I can DM her really quick. Because I'm almost positive that they're the same person, but I could be totally fucking wrong. They're not. Okay, you guys thought they were the same person. Got it. Okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying. Sorry, we can
she had
continue.
nothing. Sound familiar? Lol. So yeah, we got Courtney being like, "Ew, I found this in my DMs. I don't even know what it was. I was apologizing for. Sorry, what it was I was apologizing for. How quickly things change. Then the boys' club is threatened." Yeah, so there's Courtney saying, "Hey yo, figured I'd reach out to at least say there's no hard feelings and I'm sorry for coming in so hot." So let's see, this was 2024. Beckett says, "You have nothing to say sorry for. I'm basically impossible to annoy or offend. I think your stuff is great. Not sure if you saw me say it, but I really think enough people have used you for their content and clout, etc. I will be continuing to push your vids. I think you're getting and would love to chat. And if there's anything I could do, let me know." Great. Not get Lamau. My brain is apparently nice. Apparently your brain is done. Lol. Yeah, Beckett's fried. Fucking cooked. Honestly, I don't even know like what this would prove because it's not like he says anything that's like out of the ordinary. There were people that used Courtney's story as more of like a weapon and treated it more like a point rather than treating her like a person. It's like the moment that like Courtney became like useless to them personally, they just kind of threw her aside. But you know that they'll only bring her up just like for the Lily stuff because I mean yeah, it is a fair thing to bring up, but they'll use her experience but not value her as a person or whatever. That is something you could probably I could agree with that. But it's like I don't really see how like
The only reason I would disagree with that is because I think that everybody was way, 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 way more generous than they should have been with her. Like, in the sense that, yes, it's true. People were really interested in what she could provide for them as far as content, but I don't think that's true of everybody. Like, for example, Xena and Poppy absolutely just kind of used Courtney as a content cow and then cast her to the wolves when shit hit the fan, which was their fault, by the way. It was Poppy who said that Poppy like told her mod team that she had nudes of Courtney, and Courtney went apeshit. And I would too. Why the fuck are you telling people about that kind of shit? It's not appropriate. I would also go apeshit over something like that. A good example as to why you should never send nudes, guys. Ever. Never do it. Never good. But Poppy and Xena definitely would fall under that umbrella. But I think that everybody else was actually like incredible kid gloves with her. Like, insane kid gloves with her, myself included. And I would say the same thing for Sai. I would say the same thing for like literally anybody that she she fucked around with for a while, because everybody was incredibly patient with her and everybody gave her a lot of wiggle room. Everyone gave her a ton of wiggle room. So I disagree with that entirely. I don't think that people were just like casting her out to the wolves when they were done with her. I think that she just got you know, incredible grace in every community.
You know, this is like anything. Oh my god, fuck, dude, it's over. It's over. But then this is what Beckett leaked. Great. Not get Lamau. My brain is done apparently. Well, I appreciate the support. Hey, those are some strong accusations. Funny, admittedly. Can you show the link between the accounts? Like physically? No, because Sparky.
There's also something that I was discussing as well the other day. Something that I think is weird too is there's a lot of details that change in the stories that Courtney tells. I'm not saying that that's indicative that she's lying about anything, and I don't mean that to say that I don't believe like the allegations against Lily and shit like that. However, the details do change depending on who she's talking to and when she tells the story. So for example, the big question that I never got answered is how did Poppy and Xena even fucking get Courtney's nudes? If it wasn't like a mutually sexual relationship or something like that. I don't know. There's a lot of unanswered questions that I feel that we'll never get the answer to. But again, I would continue to say that even if Courtney did consensually send, you know, nudes to P&Z, if that did happen, it was still inappropriate of them to try and do like the incest kink shit with her. That's ridiculously inappropriate, especially given what she came to you guys to talk about. And then additionally, you know, bragging to other people that you have her nudes is like very fucking disgusting to me. So all in all, aberrant behavior from P&Z. But I am curious because apparently, you know, they had her nudes. How did they get them? Good question. Good question.
Sparky's MO is to deactivate and make a new account. This is the first time he's left. Great. So, great. You just blindly make accusations without even verifying if they're real. Great stuff. Dude, she's so fucking hot-headed. She's so fucking hot-headed. Nothing bothers me. Yeah. What happened to being a mean bitch that didn't care about people on the internet say about you, Courtney? What a total fucking coward. Honestly pathetic. I expected more of a fight. And yeah, this is why I can't view her tweets because she has privated her account. She's just a bitch that doesn't care about what anyone says, okay? She's the mean bitch, all right? She's the tough bitch, okay? Don't fuck with this person, or else they might private their account, dude. She's so fucking gay. Yeah, so insane stuff. So she's just been continuing to crash out, but like obviously, right, when, you know, it gets to this caliber, right, it starts to get a bit more noticed, right? It starts to be a bit more, like people start to get more aware of it. So what I want to go over today was a fucking unexpected appearance of Lily Orchard. Okay, so the allegations have blown out of proportion. The document has like exploded out of proportion, right? And now fucking Lily Orchard is going to be involved in this because they want to talk about Courtney. Courtney's been accusing them of raping them. So essentially, right, I think they saw this as like a perfect opportunity to like punch back. So yeah, let's I'll put this on 1.5 speed because I think Lily might be a little bit of a slow talker, but yeah. Let's get into it.
Slow talker is the understatement.
I started talking about this today, and I was like, I might do a video on this, and then I just said, fuck it, let's just stream. And I got very pissed off. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah? Dude.
Why are we always going through it at the same time? Let's see, what's up? Okay, hey. How are y'all doing?
Dude, it's so good.
I really hope that she makes the pig noises. The pig noises make me happy.
Hang on a sec. If we wanted to be fucking appropriate.
Why?
Let's see.
This keeps like auto-locking where I don't want it.
This seems pointless. A lot of dead space. They're just like letting people get in.
It's called Yakuza, and it was
Yeah.
Mellow Moody feels good.
Yada.
Did she just pronounce Yakuza wrong? Please euthanize me.
Yada.
Exposed.
Okay, yeah.
So it's quite the distillation of trust me, bro. And like the biggest red flag that these were fake is that people were fucking celebrating. Oh, yeah. You had people literally going, fuck yeah, Saber Spark got exposed.
Dude, Lily Orchard's take on the Saber shit, dude.
There's also shit about Black Griffin. Black Griffin is often accused of grooming his wife, Claire Corlett, right. There's basically a bunch of little sort of like circumstantial shit that makes people think that he abused Claire Corlett. Problem, Claire Corlett has basically said many fucking times, no, that didn't happen in any way, shape, or form, and these people are fucking lying. And what people then turn around and do goes, oh, she doesn't even realize that she's been groomed. So basically the supposed victim comes out and says, stop lying about me, and they just go, oh, well, clearly she's just insane.
See, this is actually really interesting. Okay, so I don't know everything about like every single intricate detail, right? Because I'm gonna be so real. I'm not reading a fucking 300-page doc on my own time. Yeah, but it is very interesting.
It's too quick, my lords. Okay, sorry, my lords.
To see that Lily Orchard is actually, you know, pro Black Griffin. Usually a lot of people in this community instantly just look at like because I will say, from what I understand, it is a bit of a weird gray area, right? So it's like I believe like when he was like in his early 20s, he knew them as a teenager. They didn't have any romantic or sexual conversations when she was a minor, but the problem that people point to is like when Claire was like a minor, that's when he knew her first. And then like she became 20 or something like that. And then like wanted to have a relationship with him. So it's like the big ick that I think everyone immediately comes to is like you knew this person since they were a minor, and then after they turned 18, you know, they're in their 20s, then you start dating them. Like, you sick fuck. How could you like be in a relationship with this person? And it's like, honestly,
which is ironic because you could say that the same thing about Spockter, because all these people hand-wring over Spockter, he was dating, like it was two minors that were dating. Spockter turned 18 and still had lewd images from when he was dating this person when he was a minor, found out he had them, and then threw them away. And everybody's freaking the fuck out about that, right? Interesting that that's not the same.
I can understand the ick, but it's like, personally, if that's the case, like, I think like the only thing that's a bit weird, right? Like even if he was like waiting until like she was freshly 18, right? Like he just could not wait, you know. It was like, you know, he was just bulging in his pants, right? He just could not wait for it, dude, right? It's like, wouldn't it make more sense for him to try to make attempts at rape when she turned 18 or when she was 18, not like, you know, deny any like contact like that with her till like she was 20? It's like, dude, if he's a predator, then he's like a really fucking awful one. Like I can't like imagine waiting. Like it's like, oh yeah, she's finally 18. Let me just play coy for 2 years. Like I don't know. It's just so fucking. The link to my Discord should it's in the pinned comment. But like yeah, it's dude, it's don't ever say anything like that again. Yeah, buddy, dude. Also, he got pissed when he got her phone number. Yeah, it's like, and the other thing too, like with Black Griffin, that I understand, right? People just kind of frame it like he was just some like random fan of hers, like, you know, she was like a brony actress. No, they were both actors and actresses, and like, you know, for the My Little Pony show. It's not like this guy was like, you know, just some bizarre fan, right? Like, it's not like he was some creepy stalking fan, right? They were.
Yeah, maybe we will watch this just on our own, you guys. I do have this one though. I wonder what this one. Apparently, this is a little bit juicy. Let's take a peek at this one really quick. Let's take a peek at this one, and then we can watch it ourselves, because he do be yapping. Was that a live stream? Yeah, okay. Is there a comment in here? Stream starts. Fuck, there's not one that says when the debate starts. Hang on, let's see. Oh, they just start right off the bat. Okay, hell yeah.
That he was never in.
Okay.
Hell yeah, okay. We're gonna watch this debate. I guess this debate is about, like, the Courtney Orchard shit or whatever, so let's listen to a little bit of this.
To us and trying to shit stir with us, it's just like, no.
Oh, it's Layla versus Ant. Got it.
I don't.
Joe and Core were having a fight by the.
Also, given Ant's dog is that's the one whose dog died, was given Ant, so I guess they're
Core's
arguing.
Chat to troll. And then, I don't know.
Listen, you do not want the rape to Joker on your case.
Okay. Wait.
Okay, wait, guys, hold on. She's explaining some stuff.
Hold on, guys.
Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I want this to play as it is and everything, but like, I just have to correct the record real quick. You did talk shit about Core, right?
Where?
I don't even know what the fuck
You
Core
admitted
is.
to it on the podcast. Do you not remember?
No. What did I say? What did I?
Okay, let's try getting out of Discord. Let's see if that's helpful at all. Let's try that. Let's hop out of Discord. Maybe that'll be helpful. Let's do that. Let's give that a shot.
Asshole.
I think there's there is a bit of an implication when you ask about someone's BMI, you're calling them fat. So I can see where it comes from with that.
and I mean, I already exposed this on the podcast, but like everybody, like you included, everybody was talking shit in our group.
Okay, I tried my best to balance this audio, but unfortunately, God's not gonna let us do it, because Ant's mic is just really quiet.
Yeah,
so
right. I know that wasn't public shit talking, but like I don't know.
Yeah,
I just want this to be
Ace
above
makes
board.
it sound
I
like
want this to be above
I'm the
board.
only. Ace makes it sound like I'm the only one that has an issue. Or
This is
had
from
an issue
12
with
days
Core,
ago.
When in reality,
Well,
that
I
wasn't
did
the
say
case.
Ant was trying to like farm something between you two, the whole shit stirring thing.
Yeah.
So that would be the relevant content.
yeah, I still have all the audio clips, so we'll still make it work.
Joe
Well,
also
okay.
had the issue. It wasn't just me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Let me
really.
correct something. Let me correct something to Leah's benefit here. Ant was shit stirring towards Joe, Flatley, and Leah
Sure.
because all three of them had a problem with it. Okay, it's exactly what I can.
No, guys, this is not. Oh my fucking god. This is not Anthony Gabagool. This is Anthony with a dead dog.
Is there anything else you want to correct before I actually get
Yeah, I'm just stating you're framing things wrong.
I mean,
And
I
it's
only really
hilarious.
care about like you and Ant. I don't really care about Joe having issues with Corey because I don't really care about Joe. I mean, if that was your correction that Joe also had issues
Well,
with Corey, then
that's very telling, Ace.
that I don't care about nobody. Like what?
Joe is my goat.
Like I mean, Joe is literally like a Discord shitter. Like I obviously care about what the content creators are doing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but wouldn't you care about the context of the thing that
Your
you're
context that
covering?
you gave me is also someone else didn't like Corey.
And then you frame it to me being the only one that does not like Core.
I never claimed that you're the only one that dislikes
You
Corey.
just framed it that way.
When? I said Ant farmed
You
something
literally
between you
just
two.
You literally just said that it was just me.
Yes, Leia something is the only person in the world that has a problem with Core, guys. Did I ever say that?
You made it sound like that it was just me
Look,
and
I
Core that were
only
having the
care-
fight. When in reality, I was just trolling in his chat, and it wasn't even a fight at that.
I mean,
I just went into his chat and asked his BMI.
yeah, I'm caring about like your issues with like with Ant, like, and then that was the whole thing. Like Ant shit stirred things between you and Core. Why the fuck would I need to talk about Joe with that?
And I think it's absolutely funny that like you want to sit here and like go at me because it seems
you.
like you're going. Yeah, it does. Aren't you sweeping for Ant?
We started the segment.
Dude, I mean, I think it's also, from my understanding, Ant wasn't giving you what Core's saying. I think that that's also gay. But like, I barely got
Very
into
gay.
anything.
Yeah, the entire situation is gay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
literally said at the beginning that this is
It's so
extremely
gay.
petty stuff, and like
I don't
no
even
one's
know why
morally
you're
egregious.
covering it because
Because
it's
I
so
think it's
dry.
funny.
Are you dry for content?
No, I have plenty of other things to cover, but like I think this is just funny.
Okay, I think you're dry for content. I think you're wanting this.
I mean,
It's
you're not
possible.
even in the
It's
thumbnail,
absolutely
it's in the
possible.
title.
God
Yeah,
forbid.
It's an
you're-
intro. It's an intro
Courtney,
segment.
Pete, and KP.
Courtney, Pete, KP, Jar,
You'd
yeah.
rather cover this stuff first.
I,
That's so
I do
funny.
like to cover things that I could get a good laugh at. Yes, Leia.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean it is hilarious because like things that I laugh at tend to be quite funny. Yeah.
He's got me giggling.
I mean, well, you've never covered something with like that was like low stakes before.
I don't cover like stupid drama that happens like 2 weeks ago that nobody is even talking about. I don't even think Ant is still talking about it.
I beg
I
to
think it's
differ.
kind of fizzled
Didn't you-
out.
But wait,
Oh,
you said
so
it-
Ant is
you-
still talking about it?
No. I'm just like you said it in the.
Okay, well, Lavishly Lavender lied to me and said that this was an interesting conversation. It's not very. Oh, dog pile.
Which I'm not.
Well,
I'm
no,
not
no,
even
no. You're
questioning your
insinuating
morals,
this has to be
and I'm not
serious
even
in order for it to be
questioning your
covered.
ethics.
No, you're insinuating that the situation has to be serious.
Lavender lied to me. Lavender said this was interesting. Okay, we'll just go to Lily Orchard. We'll just do Lorch. This is boring. This is boring. Boring.
7 years ago, I put my channel on.
Okay, silence. Okay. Let's just do this one.
Things got serious.
Hopefully we get some pig noises, guys. I love the pig noises. The Lily Orchard pig noises are
Why are
my
we all-
favorite.
Always going through it at the same time. What's up, CD? What's up, McKay? Hey. How are y'all doing? Let's see. What should I put on? I mean,
Oh, is this a
Hang on a sec.
Quayman stream? Listen to all this
if we
dead
wanted
air.
to be, if we wanted,
Wait, what do we think this file here was?
I mean, hang on a sec.
Look, there's an entire folder called Courtney. What's this? What does this one say? I can't see.
If we wanted to be if we wanted to be fucking appropriate.
Wow, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air. Dead air. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Hello?
Guess maybe that'll so. Bad take. Like several months ago, tried to do this
Okay,
fucking hit piece.
there we go.
So, for those who aren't aware, I have a lot of thoughts, and they're all trying to come out at the same time. So, we start with
Oh, wow. Okay.
yeah,
A lot of thoughts, guys.
sort of. Basically, so those who aren't aware, Rachel Cohen, I love Impossible a lot. Tried to. That's what we're not gonna call her Katie. We're gonna call her Rachel.
Oh, we're just gonna say her whole last name. Okay, cool.
Right, for this. Rachel Cohen had like several months ago tried to do this fucking hit piece on Saberspark, Black Griffin, and DA games. All I don't know anything about the shit about DA games. All I know is the stuff about Saberspark and Black Griffin straight up aren't true. Saberspark was like, this is gonna cover a lot of shit. Okay, it's not just about this one thing. Saberspark was accused of sexually assaulting someone.
Mm-hmm.
But KP's
True.
video popped everyone's red flags because it's filled with all of her usual memey bullshit.
Mm-hmm. True. This is true.
And so Saberspark would eventually come out with the fact that, yeah, no, all of this was false. Here are the DMs. None of this shit fucking happened.
Okay.
And that was it. Like, Saberspark had receipts. His accusers didn't. Honestly, he didn't even
That
need to
was
pull out
it.
the receipts. Like, the fact that these people had no fucking proof. Right. Like, when YouTubers...
Well, I mean, he did need to pull out the proof, obviously, because it turns into a he said, she said. You know what I mean? Obviously, yeah, that was needed, unfortunately.
get clapped for abusive or predatory behavior, there's proof. And when all you have is a fucking testimonial, and, like... Oh. Okay, Luke. When all you have is a
God damn
fucking
it.
testimonial, and you don't have, like, anything that's, like... and they wouldn't even bring out the supposed victim for a while. They kept their identity secret. So it's quite the distillation of trust me, bro. And, like, the biggest red flag that these were fake is that people were fucking celebrating!
Oh yeah.
That's
You
true.
had people
were.
literally going, fuck yeah, Saberspark got exposed!
This is true. There were people that were like, thank God. Like, I'm so happy that Saberspark raped. That's true. There were people that were celebrating the fact that Saberspark could have potentially raped. That is correct.
There's also shit about Black Griffin. Black Griffin is often accused of grooming his wife.
Mm-hmm. Wow, the dead
Claire
air in
Corlett,
this
right.
is incredible.
There's
Incredible.
basically a bunch of little sort of like circumstantial shit that makes people think that he abused Claire Corlett. Problem: Claire Corlett has basically said many fucking times, no, that didn't happen in any way, shape, or form, and these people are fucking lying. And what people then turn around to do, it goes, oh, she doesn't even realize that she's been groomed. So basically, the supposed victim comes out and says, stop lying about me, and they just go, oh, well, clearly she's just insane. This is how
She's
Stockholm
totally
syndrome
insane.
was invented.
I was just gonna say like that.
That's not what Stockholm syndrome is. Stockholm syndrome is like if you get abducted and then you start to actually like care a lot about your abductor, right? Or your abuser. Like many battered wives suffer from Stockholm syndrome, right? Like they love their abuser. It just means loving your abuser. That's not what that means. That is not what that means at all. But okay.
Sounds like gaslight.
I have to remember that she's like really fucking dumb. I have to keep reminding myself of that because I'm like, wow, I should respond to this in earnest. And then I'm like, oh, she's dumb as fuck. My bad. Sorry. I completely forgot.
It is gaslighting. Like,
Gaslighting?
Stockholm syndrome was invented to deflect criticism from the police. Right. The first flag is always when the person isn't taking the serious accusation seriously. Oh, yeah. All the meme bullshit and whatnot. Oh my god. Tons of content creators I cannot stand in terms of their vids, and yet they're amazing people IRL.
Lily, you lied about working at Tim Hortons. Chill. Let's go ahead and get a witness. Oh no, do I not have the witness sound saved? Oh, fuck. I have all of them except for witness. Do I have this in a different folder? Hang on. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Hang on. There's no way that I don't have the witness. There's no way that I don't have that. No chance. Where are my sounds in here? Fuck. I don't have the witness. Okay, I'll just... Witness! Thank you, Scones and Jam, for the 2. Everybody witness, please. Witness! That's what you guys get today. That's what you guys get today. Where did I... Oh. Yeah, there we go. 10 sound clips. That's terrible, you guys. I can't believe I... That's awful. That's awful. Terrible, dude. Absolutely terrible. Dude, that sucks. Hang on. Is it really not in here? You're lying. Dude, that's ass. That's ass. Okay. Witness! Thank you very much. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you for the 2 British, 2 European.
And a mix of having a savior complex. I heard that the saber accuser is something. You guys apparently kind of known for pulling shit like this. Anyway. The kicker is, of course, like when it came to like fucking KP, people were like, I just don't get it. I mean, her video on Lily Orchard was just so well done and respectful. And like, no, it fucking wasn't. I was thinking this was about because Crispy just posted another video about CD today. Oh yeah, probably pissing and moaning at my fucking D&D class concepts.
Oh, probably.
Anyway, let's not get off track. But yeah, like the kicker is like, no, her video on me was just as memey. It was just as laden with memes and just an utter lack of seriousness.
I disagree with that. Like, there still was a little bit of humor in it, but again, I think that we have to remember the tone of the videos. Is the tone of the video for the Lily Orchard hit piece or whatever was that this was KP's experience with Lily, which it's a little bit more appropriate to take like a jokey tone with like something where it's directly addressing like your experience with something. I think that's a little bit more appropriate, or generally it's read as more appropriate. And then it also was not as meme ridden. It was actually one of the most, if not the most serious video that she's ever done. But
the only difference is that this time she targeted 2 cis guys, which means it's a lot harder to get those accusations to stick.
Right.
Yeah, of course, when you're going after a trans woman, people already have a bug up their ass about. People are gonna...
True. Hang on. I need to put my GIFs up, guys, because this is boring. I don't like this. Hang on. I don't like this. We have to fix what's going on here. Hang on. Because this background is... Oh, fuck me. God damn it. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Let's get him right there. Okay, perfect. And then my little dancing gnome. Why don't we put him like right here? And then he doesn't need to be out. We don't need 2 dancing guys. And then we'll do our flames. Or my flames. Come here, flames. Me your flames. Fuck, stop. No, we don't need the flames. You're right. The flames can go. This is fine. Let's just do our little dancey dance guy, should we? There we go. That's perfect. And then let me make this guy a little bit bigger, and then we'll call it good. Let's make this guy a little bit bigger so you can actually see the shirt. Because we do need to see the shirt, don't we? Perfect. There we go. Let's get him up a little higher. Fuck! Stop selecting things that I'm not selecting. Thank you. Let's get him up a little higher. There we go. Perfect. There we go. And this little dude can go like right here. And we'll make him bigger as well. Okay, perfect. There we go. Excellent. All right, we can continue.
People are just going to pretend you're giving more respect than you actually are. One of her former staff members had to fight to keep the jokes at a minimum, and even that failed. Yeah, they just disliked you more. Yep. It was something about elves. Ah, somebody pissy that I said humans are cringe.
Oh, yeah.
That was terrible. I like that laugh. Kill me.
Like, I always kind of got bad vibes from her TBH. This is going to happen sooner or later. Oh, yeah, of course it was going to happen. Like I said, we'd already seen her do it. And the whole kicker is like, KP herself has always had a bug up her ass.
Your mad people are criticizing you, Lily. Why don't you just buy more feather earrings from Temu and put up a factory-made dreamcatcher about it? Thank you, Scones and Jam, for the 5. Everybody witness. Witness! Also, like, I love that that like Courtney and Lily both love Temu items. I think that's cool. I think it's cool that they have that in common. They both love Temu. I think that's really cool.
About KP herself has always had a weird bug up her ass about Saberspark. A lot of figures in the Brony fandom who basically went on to have successful careers while she didn't.
It's true. She is a jaded
KP
white
does
woman.
not like being a YouTuber. She doesn't like making videos. People think not dead naming a trans woman is respectful and not the bare minimum. Oh yeah, I've called out people for transphobia and they went, they never dead named you. Doesn't matter. If you are falsely accusing a trans woman of sexual predation, that is transphobia.
I mean,
Really?
no. If you are like saying that by virtue of someone being trans, they are therefore a predator or a pedophile, then yes, that would be transphobic. But calling out a trans person who is being like a creepy pedophile person or whatever the fuck, no, that is not inherently transphobic. Incorrect. That is simply incorrect.
Comes across as more respectful when she has a fucking Kendrick Lamar YouTube short. Oh yeah. I've always generally found is like the moment if I'm ever suspicious about like accusations made against someone, the moment I hear someone make a meme of "Hey X, I hear you like him young," it's like, oh okay, you're bullshitting.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, the kicker for all of this is that a big contributor to all of this was Courtney. Courtney took part in a lot of this and largely escaped notice for the most part, except for the fact that like after the accusations against Saberspark were definitively proven to be false, well, Courtney had this to say.
True. If you disagree with my Saberspark takes, I think that you should be raped to death. That's what this take is, essentially. But the other thing to be mindful of as well is that Courtney did catch flack, but the real problem, well, it's not even like a problem, is that she was in the video, but it was just like it was like a cameo. You know what I mean? She was like the expert witness. You want to replace the actual witness with my witness? That's kind of evil, don't you think?
Which, you know, is definitely something an alleged sexual abuse victim would say, and not somebody who thinks that rape is an effective punishment.
I mean, I don't know. People cope with tragedy in all kinds of weird, fucked up ways. I'm sure that, like, in the history of the entire universe, I'm sure that there is somebody who's been abused that's like, wow, I hope that what happens to me happens to them. Like, that's actually quite common. I think the phrase goes an eye for an eye, if I'm remembering it correctly. Like, it's actually incredibly common for people to say, wow, I wish that so-and-so has this happen to them so they can experience how I felt. That's actually pretty common, but okay.
WTF. Yeah. Normal
WTF.
deranged nonsense. The fuck. Yep. She's so insane. Like, I know we know this already, but damn. Yeah. The MLP fandom really rotted these people's brains.
Wow, this is a lot of dead
The
air,
tweet
guys.
was nearly 2 weeks ago, Lamau.
Lamau.
It was like less than 1 week ago.
How old is Lily? She's like 30-something. She's old. Don't say Lamau. You're too old for that.
Anyone who falsely accuses rape thinks that rape isn't serious. I think on some level they have to know it's serious or else they wouldn't use it, weaponize it.
Wow, stunning and brave take.
Freaked out from Saberspark when he went gaga over the butt witch from 12 Forever, but that was just a me thing. The things Rachel describes are just... Yeah, here's the kicker. Somebody being a dumb gooner about cartoons is, like, not the problem people think it is. Yeah, it's crass.
Oh, yeah. That's about it. Though.
It's definitely crass. But it's, like, on the level...
I think I'm gonna get, like, a Bluetooth, like, you know, the little microphones that, like, TikTokers wear where it's, like, wireless and they, like, clip it to their shirt? You know what I'm talking about? Like, the little dudes like that? I think that I'm gonna give one of those to my wife, and then as I'm streaming, she can just randomly be like, yeah, true. Yeah, true. Yeah. I think that I should do that. What do you guys think? I think that's cool.
Of me making a joke about making a necklace of anal beads.
Oh.
Like, I'm not surprised that somebody got a little horny over the butt witch. That was the whole point of the butt witch. She changed her last name to match yours. She did that originally. Not to be that bitch, but this is unemployed behavior. Oh, she is unemployed. She's acting like a child. Her profile is literally tie my shoe, please.
Oh boy. Ain't that just like a staple of behavior?
Yeah. And this is kind of a common aspect. People act like, you know, people will look at... So, before I just get right onto Courtney, the kicker is KP does not like being a YouTuber. She doesn't like making videos. She has, like, all she does is read the script very half-heartedly. She's more concerned about getting attention and money.
True.
Well, she doesn't really care that much about money because, again, her parents pay for everything. When people use the perfect victim accusation, if you point out that tweet against her regarding Court, the kicker is Courtney does this a lot, and it's Courtney behaves like an abuser. That's the thing. Courtney demonstrates very textbook abusive behavior. It's not that she's an imperfect victim. She is not a victim.
I have thought about, like, forcing my wife to watch cursed content on stream. I've thought about that. Probably not, but I've thought about it. No, she does not. I, like, flashbang her with information about some of this stuff sometimes. Like, she's acutely aware of, like, different, like, she's heard about, you know, different dramas and shit or whatever when I talk about it, but she doesn't follow anything very closely. I considered making her watch the Birdie stream. I considered that. I thought about it because I thought that would be fucking hilarious to, like, hold my wife at gunpoint and make her watch the Birdie stream, because I think that was probably one of my worst crash outs was the Birdie stream. Maybe I'll, if somebody, I'm pondering my orb. Maybe if I go through that video and I clip out the worst fucking parts, you know, where, like, the ferret thing, the beach house thing, the clip of, like, Mom, if you turn off the internet, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, maybe if I make, like, a super cut, we could do, like, a 15-minute segment or something like that. That'd be so funny.
Victims of abuse do not go to this fucking degree.
Consistently.
Yeah, consistently. So, like, KP does not like being a YouTuber. She just wants attention for herself. And she gets other people to do everything, from editing to fucking writing the goddamn script. KP does nothing.
Yeah, I
does
used
nothing.
to be on her team. I know this to be a fact. Like, once I was off the team, a lot of, like, team members, former and current, actually had me sign, like, something to say that I agreed with what they were going to say to her at an upcoming intervention, and a lot of that shit was on that sheet.
Yeah. It's like... She's mostly in it for attention, and she gets upset when other people surpass her. Like, rather historically, I've generally, like, I love making YouTube. I love giving my thoughts.
I hate that we have to agree with Lily Orchard, because it's true. She is just a straight up attention whore. Like, Lily Orchard is just simply correct here. Broken clocks and what have you, but you know what I mean?
And I'm only really concerned with making enough money to pay my fucking bills. I'm not interested in getting unfathomably wealthy. I've never valued money to that degree. I just like making videos, and I like working a job where I don't have to work with anyone else, and I basically get to control my own hours. And so I've had people basically come to me and basically go, oh, well, this YouTuber who just started making videos, like, last year has already surpassed you in subscribers. What do you think about that? And it's a YouTuber I watch and I enjoy, and whose videos I enjoy.
Love them.
Nice.
Rachel tried to diagnose me with autism once because she said she can tell, and she is wrong. Yeah, I would never diagnose someone. I think the most I would ever say is, like, somebody would describe something, and I would go, that sounds like X.
Yep.
Maybe you should ask a therapist about that. We had somebody come in a little while ago, like, basically having, like, really intrusive thoughts about hurting people, and I just went, that sounds like OCD, Anna. A lot of people don't know that could be OCD. I just got a bank account, and now I can give you money. Aw, thanks, Melody.
Oh, you're sweet.
Oh, I misread that. I thought that was Melody. I thought that was the other Melody. Oh, this is a new Melody.
Hello.
Well, thank you, and it's nice to meet you. A lot of people don't know what OCD actually is. Oh, yeah. OCD can manifest in anything. But she basically saw the attention that came off the video she made about me and thought, I could replicate this. And then decided to basically take something topical and then add in her weird beef with 2 other YouTubers into the mix. And it's kind of funny how, like, the main video was about...
Oh no, Morale is here. I fucking hate that guy. I hate Morale. Ugh, what a loser. Just kidding.
EA games, and has been completely forgotten from the conversation. Hi, CD. Hi, CD's wife. That's Michaela.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, I am CD's wife.
When people get mad because I keep saying my wife to refer to you.
I always call you my wife.
Well, you see, it's only wrong when
Stolen
I do it.
valor. Stolen valor.
Anyway, a lot of this has generally come out because, like, in particular, Courtney was kind of caught doing a lot of really weird, fucked up shit with regards to this. Like, basically getting angry at the concept of implied consent, which is a murky area, but it's whatever. I won't get into that now. But basically, the idea is like there's no such thing as implied consent, and if you come away from a sexual encounter with bad feelings about it, then that means it wasn't consensual. And it's like, no, you had bad sex. People have bad sex all the time, Courtney.
Oh my god. I hate that I have to agree with this bitch. Hang on one second. I'm doing one thing. I'm giving you guys the Lily Orchard treatment. Sorry. Hang on. We're doing Lily Orchard treatments. 1 second. Why the fuck did this do this twice? Okay, there we go. Okay, sorry, hang on. I'm going. I'm doing one thing and then I'm coming back. I have to do everything on my phone so my internet doesn't eat shit, apparently. Okay, very important announcement in Discord, guys. If you're not in the Discord, you need to be in the Discord for the announcement. Okay, make sure you're doing that. Thank you.
Anyone who's ever had sex with you has had bad sex.
Well, let's be honest. I don't think she's had sex. I think...
Proven by this point that
I think she's a
cooperation
virgin.
gets more views than competition. Oh, yeah. But the part where Courtney becomes more relevant is that Courtney's behavior in this caused people to, like, look into her a little more and found out that, surprise, surprise, she's a fucking predator.
No.
There's this document basically detailing about how she's largely a wolf in sheep's clothing.
I don't think that, again, I don't think that Courtney is a predator. I think that Courtney just has very poor boundaries. I think that's what it comes down to. And honestly, not shocking, given the circumstances of how we wound up here in the first place. I would not consider at all that Courtney is a predator of any sorts, but I don't know. Every time that you point a finger, there's 3 pointing back at you. Write that down, Lily. Also, thank you for the 2, Michaela, not sure. Thank you. Lily's got that birdie evil autism. It's worse. Thank you very much. Witness! And then we also have Bylonic for the 199. Sai cursed you with her connection issues. Yeah, up next it's going to be lesbianism. Next I'm going to be infested with lesbianism, which is arguably worse. So pray for me, guys. Thank you, Bylonic. Everybody, witness. Witness!
And in particular, she's generally had a lot of very, very inappropriate actions with minors. I don't have... Is this it? No. Screenshots, like the screenshots. I have the document.
Do I have the Brianna Wu gasps in here? Please say yes. Please. Fuck! God damn it. I didn't save, like, any of these. Alright, hang on. I guess I'm just gonna get in and out of Discord to play the sound clips. This is so stupid. I'm so upset right now. Hang on. This is so terrible. No. Nice. Okay, and then we'll just get out of the call. I guess we'll try that. We'll get out of the call. We'll try that. We'll see how that works. It seems like not being in Discord is helpful, so let's try that. No, I got rid of the sad air horn. I replaced the sad air horn with this. Hang on. I replaced the sad air horn with this.
Drop it.
I like that a lot better than the sad air horn. I'm just gonna say it. If I had an air horn and I played it during stream, I would come in here and get hit in the back of the head with a shoe by my wife. So I cannot have an air horn, unfortunately. That would be like the worst thing that's ever happened. So.
God, this document's fucking long.
He has done a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Here she is in... Oh, God, a teenager sent her a fucking photo of a choker.
Here's the... Very cool, Lily. Anyway, so the next one is... The next one is...
Oh, no.
Anyway, it's somewhere in here, but like,
Dude, it is the Discord. I can't play sound bites. That's what it is. I'm getting out of Discord. We fixed it. We're good. We're fine.
she's basically instructing a teenager on how to masturbate, which is deeply fucking inappropriate. Also getting this kid to call her mom. Like, this goes on for a while, and like, unlike most of the things said about me, there's fucking screenshots. Till recently. And I told them about how I didn't know how to do, which Courtney recommended using a teen. Wish I had messages now to prove it. Oh, it seems like she just lost the DM. But this stuff goes on a while.
It goes on for a long time, guys.
STD. Yeah, it's all right.
It's okay.
I understand if you need to tap out. Also, it's 9 a.m., so good night. Good night, Puff. Oh, we got 200 people in this.
Oh, goodness.
Skeezed out, rock bottom is broken. What the shit? The depths of insanity of this bitch.
This is also like the most views that Lily Orchard has gotten in, you know, the last, what, 100 years? 100 years time. This is the most attention that we've gotten. I'm going to speed this up a little bit.
Oh, it gets worse, because here's the thing. This teenager she's been talking about sex to and getting to call her mom. She ended up having a fucking crash out and made this kid talk her out of suicide.
Which again is completely fucking deranged. If you're gonna, first of all, if you're gonna kill yourself, let's not just like talk about it to random strangers on the internet. Let's not like trauma dump and flashbang people, but also, you know, let's make sure that the person that we're venting to is not like 12 years old. That's fucking crazy.
While calling her mom.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Morel, this is Lily's stream. She's doing like a victory lap stream about Courtney. Which is tragic, isn't it? It's tragic, isn't it? And then I'm slowing my dancing gnome down. He's giving me a headache. I'm slowing him down just a little bit. He's taking his time.
Where the fuck? Oh.
Where is it?
I'm looking for the point where she actually calls this woman mom. Oh, right, there it is. Yeah, doesn't matter. It's not a 9-5. Apparently, Courtney's getting kicked out by her boyfriend because she's a fucking deadbeat who sits around and does nothing.
She's not. This is old
This is not going to
news.
be released publicly. It is public. Not by me,
This
but
is
it is
old
public.
news. This is old news. Old news. Change the station.
Vomits out lava. Yeah, this teenager is talking Courtney out of killing herself. Now.
Don't kill yourself.
Like,
You're too cool.
It's like, this teenager's not at fault. We all make mistakes. That was in poor taste. I apologize. How much worse can it possibly get? It's so much fucking worse. Being a deadbeat is the least of Courtney's problems. Anxiously sipping on my peppermint tea. It's going to be permanently scarred. The big 26, I can never talk to a kid in any kind of way outside of be better than the generations before you. Your generation is the future. Yeah, like, every now and again I have, like, it's apparently somebody who's in, like, a crisis and, like, the proper channels are not available to them, but sometimes there's, like, a teenager who breaks my DNI to basically just go, hey, I'm in this kind of situation, is there anything I can do to, like, protect myself? And oftentimes it's, like, because of what I talked about, their issue is usually a family member being a creep to them. And I always tell them to, like, get one of these, I always tell them to get one of these little door jams. That's always my default, my go-to, because at least then you can sleep with peace of mind that they're not coming in. Right. I don't know why calling Rain or calling CPS is not available to you. I understand, like, I'm not going to press. I understand that that's
I mean, I think that realistically, if somebody is reaching out for you, asking for that very specific kind of help, the reality is redirecting them to resources to consume is better than any, you know, secondhand advice that you can give to them. Because believe it or not, people on the internet do lie. So it could also just be accidentally reinforcing, you know, this negative behavior of attention seeking by basically anonymously asking on Tumblr, you know, what do I do if I'm being graped or whatever the fuck. It's you just redirect people to resources, you guys. That's all you do. You just redirect people to resources. And yes, Lily is a notorious self-asker. It's actually quite incredible that she expects other people to believe that every day she gets like 6 or 7 anonymous asks from teenagers that are being abused and people that are into incest. Like, she's very obviously asking herself these things, but okay.
often not an option. And so I've generally found that the best thing I can usually do is just give people peace of mind. Much worse can it get? But yeah, this is what Courtney does. And if you wanted to know how this gets worse, there was a big red flag that she was going to do this. Who fucking talks like this? Who genuinely fucking talks like this? When minors like 16 or over were allowed in my server, it was with begrudging tolerance. And the instant there was
It was with begrudging tolerance. And I'm the Pope. Okay.
issue, it was like, you're all out. You should always be wary of somebody who genuinely wants to adopt children. The most I ever aspire...
you should always be wary of people that want to adopt children. Are we an anti-adoption person as well? Does Lily Orchard hate adoption? Is she one of those people that thinks that adoption is always abuse? wow, people. Obviously, this is not applicable to Courtney. So write that down really quick. This is obviously not applicable to Courtney, you guys. But yeah, there are actually people that like want to help others. Believe it or not, there are people that like can't have kids, and so maybe they want to adopt kids or like help kids. Like, I look sideways at anybody who wants to be like a pediatrician. What do you mean you want to help children? That's kind of scary, isn't it? It's like, you're insane.
Aspire to be is somebody that people feel comfortable just like throwing an ask my way, going, hey, how do I do this? Provided it's appropriate. Huh? Audio's. Aspire to be is somebody that people feel comfortable just like throwing an ask my way, going, hey, how do I do this? Yeah, no, it's not. Get her away from children, Jesus fucking Christ. I feel like my soul's on the
I have Morale. I have an edited segment about it. Fake Malcolm fan Morale is in chat. Cool.
croaking as I'm learning about this one. Oh,
wow.
Well, I don't know if this is worse, but like the inevitable comparison you are that you're going to do, you're going to come to, is just that, oh my fucking god, are you serious? You are an actual cartoon character. So, let me find the first one.
What is this? Do I know it's human meat? You were told it's human meat. So we're doing the cannibalism hypotheticals. For the sake of the hypothetical, it's a leg rump meat from a well-fed vegan. Because my only issue, aside from the obvious one about eating people, is that we don't typically eat carnivores. The biggest issue with cannibalism is that when you consume your own species, it actually like eats your brain. So you actually just like slowly over time become insane because it's like a biological rejection of eating your own kind. Just fun fact. Obviously, if you were like stranded in the wilderness and you had to like eat a dead body, I don't think that anybody would like freak the fuck out. Well, I'm sure that people do freak the fuck out about that, of course. But like, you know what I mean? There's a reason that you're not supposed to, like, cannibalism is bad, not only because of the moral questions about it, but also like when you consume human flesh, it fucks up your brain. And it's true. Humans are not carnivores. Humans are omnivores. Very true. No, it happens with the ingestion of flesh over long periods of time as well. It's like your body rejecting the biology. You can see it in people in tribes that practice cannibalism, not eat it, in addition to the ones that eat the brains. The brain accelerates the process. If you eat another human being's brain, no, it'll eat your brain. It fucks you up, dude. It's a thing. Google it. Google's free. Mad lol cow disease, true, bro.
Okay, here it is. Here is Courtney talking about cannibalism.
Oh.
Quick question, guys. If you were offered human meat, it's cooked, and you don't have to worry about where it came from. So somebody says, "Would you like to try this?" It's people. Would you eat this if it was presented to you, knowing that it was like an ethically sourced cannibalism, ethically sourced human meat? Okay. Grass-fed, free-range, human meat. Would you guys try it? Would you guys just taste it?
To be altered.
That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Is Jewish human meat kosher? That's funny. That's actually really funny. That's a good one. I like that. She gets a dub for me for that one. That one's fucking hilarious. That's fucking hilarious.
Specific foods that are considered kosher. No, it's not. Why am I having this fucking conversation? Like, this is just straight up anti-Semitism.
Yep.
My 30-year-old Discord abuser from when I was in my teens was like 15% of this bitch is crazy. Oh my god, Shanda. Can someone pick me up? I'm scared. Ugh. I'm speechless. Yeah, it's pretty fucking grim. Like, this bitch, like, but the all spark delay like comparisons weren't that off.
She's doing this shit where she's just throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks. It's the same issue that Fennec had, where there are like valid things to criticize Courtney over and things that should be called, you know, to the forefront of people's attention. Doing like a shitty hypothetical meme question about fucking hypothetical cannibalism is not one of those things. We're just throwing like so much shit at the wall to see what's gonna stick, right? Fennec made the same mistake, so.
I didn't know there were so many answers to this. Could possibly get any worse. Not even veiled anti-Semitism. Yeah, not even veiled anti-Semitism. Hang on a second.
I don't know how this is anti-Semitic. I don't know. It's just a joke. Oh, hell yeah, we're getting chat.
Extension doesn't seem to notice that.
Hell yeah, we're getting the chat. Hell yeah.
Voldemort shuddered her. I'm sorry, you have 0.2 seconds left to live.
After comparisons. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Keep her away from children. Keep her away from people in general. And here's the kicker. This document about Courtney's behavior came out last fucking year. It came out last
Last
fucking year,
fucking
but
year,
it got
you
buried.
guys.
It got like you're only seeing people making videos on it now.
That's
this came
not
out-
true. That's not true. It didn't get quote unquote buried. The issue is that it's all a bunch of bullshit. Like 90% of the document is just like Courtney is aggressive. Courtney used to do drugs. Courtney, says crazy shit all the time. And it was all stuff that everybody already knew. I don't think that it's a condemnation of Courtney's character that she used to do drugs. I don't think that at all. I don't think that's something that's worth putting in a fucking Google document. That was the problem. That's why nobody paid it any mind, because the last thing in the document was actually the Discord shit. And that was Fennec's mistake. That's why.
Last year. And the reason it got buried is because the people who were in the biggest position to fucking hold her to task for her behavior were more concerned about the damage it would cause to their smear campaign against me.
Yeah.
That's what they were more concerned about. And even to this day, like, even with Courtney's violence, or like, because, like I said, the fucking rabbit hole of Courtney's...
And in hindsight, this was a mistake. Because obviously people were wanting to protect Courtney. And obviously, in hindsight, that was a mistake. I totally understand. Hindsight is 2020. We understand now that that was a mistake. So, take a drink every time that Lily says, "Here's the kicker." I will die of alcohol poisoning. Thank you for the 2, Vex. Everybody witness. Witness.
behavior. It only gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Like,
That's it.
here Poppy is, showing her an incest comic. And she thinks it's hot.
Oh my god.
I mean,
May he who is without sin cast the first stone, Lilith. You too are super fucking into incest. Why are we lying? Why are we lying? Why are we lying here? Why are we lying here? What the fuck is going on? What is going on? Poppy's into incest. You were probably into it way before Poppy even was. What are you talking about? This is insane. Insane. All right, guys, quick bathroom break. I'll be back in just a moment. Just a quick moment. Quick bathroom break, you guys. I'm putting on your key jangling. I'll be back in a moment. Everybody stretch. Stretch those legs, you guys. Stretch those legs. Everybody get a bev. Everybody get a snack, and then we're going to continue, okay? I'll be right back. Okie dokie, Smokies, I'm back. Okie dokie, artichokes.
I'm not surprised. I know for a very good fact you think incest is hot. I know very well. Brittany wants you improving why no one should ever go to the American South. Yeah, stay away from Decatur. Not that. Oh, no, not that. Oh, you know what this is.
Oh boy.
A rabbit hole down to Earth's core. Fucking melt already. How do people like us, like this exist at the same timeline as us? Oh, no, not you, Poppy. Admittedly, when you first started following us, we did get a little bit, is that? But then we checked, no, that...
Yeah, don't worry, this isn't about you.
This Poppy is 45.
Yeah.
Wow. That's old. That's super
I confirm
old.
nothing of value exists in Decatur. Refuse to do anything talking about taking someone to task about their behavior continues to appall me. Yeah.
Wow.
It is utterly fucking grim. It is utterly fucking disgusting.
Disgusting.
How much this woman is an open book of human misery. And
That's crazy, girl. Stones and glass houses. Look in the mirror, girly pop.
Just won't fucking do anything about it. I wish I could do something about it. If I knew where this bitch lived, I'd have the cops on her ass in a fucking nanosecond.
Oh yeah.
I did that the last time someone close to me got clapped for child predation.
Who was the person that she called the cops on? That's really interesting. Is she going to say it was Tara Kelly? That's pretty funny. Any guesses? Did she elaborate on this at all? That the person that she called the cops on was actually her pedophile fanfic alter? Crazy. Hizaki for the $4.99. Poppy probably was into ol' cest first since she's older, but Lily has personal experience. Shaking my head and disavowing as I read this comment. Everybody witness Hizaki. Witness.
I had a friend like 10 or so years ago who got caught like with kids, who got caught like preying on kids. And
that was
at the time, like she had called me from the station. She'd used her one phone call and said, "Hey, my computer is kind of messed up. Can you just go like reset it like the hard drive and like reinstall everything?" I was like, "Sure." So I went in, I turned it on, it boots up just fine. I'm like, "What?" I open a folder on her desktop. Oh my god, I have seen the horrors. And then the police knock on the door. And it's like,
oh, so this is the Tara Callie story. Okay, so she is still pretending that Tara Callie was not her. That's so funny. I think that's so funny. I have to give props. You know, she's willing to commit to the bit, I guess. For anybody who doesn't know who Tara Callie is, Tara Callie was a catfish profile that Lily Orchard used in order to sexually harass Brittany. She would say, you know, she would alternate between herself, and this was pre-transition, by the way. She would alternate between herself and Tara Callie and try to convince Brittany, who was a lesbian, to engage sexually with Lily, who was still identifying as a man at the time. And then she would say like, "Oh, Tara Callie got arrested for like raping children. Isn't that crazy? Oh my god, Tara Callie fucked a dog. Isn't that insane? Oh my god, Tara Callie got arrested for child porn and all this other shit." And it was her the whole time. It was her the whole time, which is, where is Catfish when we need them?
"Yeah, we're here to confiscate. We're here to confiscate this woman's computer." And I went, "I know exactly what you're looking for." She just called me asking me to wipe her fucking computer and reinstall everything. It was like, "You didn't, did you?" "No." It booted up and I found everything on it. "Here, I'll help you pull out the hard drive."
Good lord.
I'm so sorry you saw that. I sold that bitch down the river.
Lie
And
detected.
now, after that happened, people have, like, the kicker is, like, Brittany was caught with, like, Brittany was caught with, this friend confessed to how they felt about children to her months prior.
Oh.
Like, months.
It was literally you. This is so funny, dude. This is actually fucking hilarious. I'm a big fan of this. This is hilarious. She genuinely thinks that people still believe this. Like, dude, everybody knows it was you. Everybody knows it was you. That's so funny.
Prior. And so, Brittany's attempt to do damage control was to spin this fucking yarn about this person being fake. About it just being my fucking alter ego.
It literally is, but okay.
The document got buried because you made a video.
Wasn't there an IP grab as well? There were IP grabs. So it was her, actually. That's funny.
On the dungeon anime and people couldn't stand for it. Priorities, you know? Ugh. Almost reminds me of when people spammed CP in my group chat when I was 17. Ugh.
Oh my god.
The call, right? This is the person they say is just you telling on yourself. The call is always comes from inside the house. It's so easy to not enable that shit. I know it's a psychopath, but all I'm saying is if I had the death note, these people would be gone in less. Please don't make veiled threats in my chat. It's not that I disapprove of them, it's that I get in trouble when you do that.
Guys, don't make death threats. I'm gonna get in trouble for it. I think it's totally cool to threaten to kill people over the internet, but I'll get in trouble, so don't do it. Just kidding. That's insane. Okay.
The screenshots of her downplaying all the stuff she was saying. Oh yeah. It goes on like crazy. And the kicker is, the only reason
the kicker is that this was also Lily's friend, by the way. Remember, this was also Lily's friend, by the way. So it's equally as a condemnation of her character. If we were to believe that Tara Callie was real, but she's not, so.
shit like this is allowed to fucking happen is because, there's one more thing before we get onto that. And this for me is like the smoking fucking gun. No, that's not it.
No, that's not it, guys.
Where'd I put it? I'm looking for the one where she talks about the
Nosebleed seats. Do you think that Leadhead is arguably worse, though, because Lily and Poppy didn't choose their family, but Leadhead's chosen family indicates that she actively made the choice to do her family? Food for thought. I don't know. I guess it depends on how you want to, like, quantify it, I suppose. Because I guess you could make the argument that it's quote-unquote worse because she's, like, procuring specific individuals, like going out and seeking specific individuals. But in a roundabout way, people like Lily and Poppy also do the same thing. They just do it in a less direct way. Like, kind of boundary pushing, something that we've talked about a lot when we've covered Lily Orchard or Poppy or people like this, is you can see in real time their boundary testing to see what they can get away with. So, for example, Tara Callie is used as kind of a way to bring up these conversations. That way, if the reaction is negative, they can say it wasn't me that said it, it was this other person that said it. That's a good way to, like, test the waters. Same thing with Poppy. Like, anybody who gave her significant pushback was not somebody that she would ever enter, like, a relationship with. So I would say that they're pretty similar to me. It's just different in the way that they go about procuring these individuals, because you could say that Leadhead seeks out these people and then contacts them, which is, one thing, but you can see it in other people as well, that they will continually test the waters to see what they can get away with. And if people push back too hard, then they obviously drop them and don't pursue anything any further. So, I mean, I would say that they both do the same thing, just in a different font, basically. But yeah, I mean, to my understanding, there's no credible allegations that Leadhead has ever, like, assaulted anybody. Knock on wood, of course, but yeah. Thanks for the 10 nosebleed seats, everybody witness. Witness!
quintessential blackout memory.
Something to note is she says Tara told Britt, but not Lily, about her fascination with, quote, little people, despite knowing, quote, Tara for longer. Yeah.
So, and of course, I went through the quintessential blackout memories, and I myself convinced for 14 years the memories of my abuse were just bad dreams I had, so our parents didn't know until I was 19 and long out of their house. Now, remember, later on, Courtney would claim that she did, in fact, she did, in fact, try to get me clapped for abuse, and our parents wouldn't believe her. So it's either she didn't say anything, or she did, and this is, like, her story keeps changing every time she tells it. But most importantly, what she talks about, I went through the quintessential blackout of memories. The idea being is that she repressed her memories of abuse when she was, like as a teenager. Problem with that. Repressed memories aren't real. There's no such thing as a repressed memory.
Repressed memories are real. The thing that is not real is recovered memory theory. So it is actually quite normal for very traumatic experiences to either be misremembered or to be blacked out. That's actually something that's actually it's very common for people to misremember. If you can even like to just do like a really easy comparison, if you ever had something like really fucking crazy happen to you where like your adrenaline is fucking going, your perception of time during that event changes a lot because that's the way that your brain like protects itself, right? So if you've ever, had something really, really, really awful happen to you, when you're remembering it, you can't remember the exact amount of time it was because normally if like 5 minutes pass, I'm like, oh, it's been about 5 minutes. I have a pretty good like pulse on how fast time is moving. When fucked up shit happens to you, your brain will slow everything down to give you a better chance to react to what's happening. So, an instance that lasts, 4 or 5 minutes, people will recount having happened for hours. That's an example of how your brain can like warp perceptions of reality in order to protect itself. That's a very incredibly common phenomenon. However, recovered memory theory itself is complete bullshit. This is the idea that you can actually implant memories into people's head. The most prolific example of this is they did a study where they took like a bunch of people and they said, "Do you remember when you were little going to the fair and riding in a hot air balloon?" And none of these people had ever been in a hot air balloon before. And so they through talk therapy, they talk a lot about this, riding in the hot air balloon, and they showed them altered images of them in a hot air balloon as a child. And so after seeing that image, their brain actually filled in all of the memories. And they'd be able to say like, oh yeah, I remember I went with, my grandpa John and my grandma Jane, and we were on the hot air balloon, and I remember it was at this fair, and I remember that the air balloon was red, and I remember that there was a dog at the fair. Like their brains will quite literally fill in the gaps to make that a true memory. Recovered memory theory is bullshit, but it is true that your brain will like mute certain memories that are extremely traumatic, extremely, these experiences that are really difficult for your brain to comprehend or process. Your brain can warp and distort those memories. That is certainly true. Also, nosebleed seats. Sorry, I guess I was more asking, do you think people who do the found family and abuse people that way are on par with people who abuse blood relatives? Yeah, I'd say it's in the same vein, of course. Thank you for the 5, everybody witness. Witness!
It is pseudoscience.
Oh yeah.
It is not just pseudoscience. It is regarded by psychiatrists with as much disdain as the medical benefits of a lobotomy.
This
was a big fucking scandal.
And also, just for the record, you guys, lobotomies are actually very effective. If you scramble somebody's brain, they do become very docile. Lobotomies are actually effective. Obviously, they're very barbaric, and there's a lot of shit that can go wrong, and there's a lot of damage that can be done. But the transorbital lobotomy was actually quite effective at making people zombies. That was kind of the point. That's what they wanted from severely mentally ill people, was for them to become docile. Yes, true. But recovered memory theory is bullshit. But repressed memories as a concept are not. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we're getting a new router tomorrow, guys. We're getting a new router. I think that's the issue. I wonder if I still have this email. I wonder what it... Because I got an email and it was like, your router's too old. Regular updates or whatever, but the updates fix bugs, performance, security enhancements, blah, blah, blah. But if your router is like too old, it can't update itself or whatever. So no longer receive the same level of updates designed to maintain the performance of your device. So that's my issue. So we'll be getting a new router tomorrow. Everything's going to be fine, guys. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're good. Everything's good.
I don't have any specific memories. You sounded so damn sure, Court, for someone who doesn't remember. Oh yeah, like she has completely omitted this part from her fucking story. Like I said, people have often tried to accuse me. Well, you keep changing your story while Courtney keeps hers completely straight. No, she fucking doesn't. She changes.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Dude, I have literally, this is the only shit that I have open. I have everything else closed. I feel like a medieval peasant right now. I don't have my solitaire. I don't have my Discord soundboard. I can't scroll on Twitter. Like, this is like my personal version of hell. I'm so understimulated right now. I'm having the worst time of my life, okay? I might have to go and get a new router tonight, you guys. I might crash the fuck out.
Every time she tells this story, it fucking changes completely. Oh, well, I went through the quintessential blackout memories. Repressed memories aren't a real thing, Courtney. I vividly remember her abusing me when I was 6. She was 7. That's not possible, Courtney.
Thank you for the 5 for the router fund. I appreciate it greatly. Everybody would ask, whereas? Yeah, like, You guys, you need to pump up the jams because I need a new router. The router that I want is like $600. I'm obviously not getting that router. I don't have $600 to get a router, but with a kind donation for the needy among us, for the needy among us. This is my coping skill. So if you guys don't help me buy a $600 router, you're obviously very ableist. So that's very sad. Tragic.
Well, she coerced me into sexual games when we were. She coerced me into sexual games when I was when I was 14. Didn't you just say she was away in the hospital that entire year? Over and over and over again. And the reason.
Did she say 7? Hang on, let me go back.
Completely. Oh, well, I went through the quintessential blackout memories. Repressed memories aren't a real thing, Courtney. Well, I vividly remember her abusing me when I was 6. She was 7. That's not possible, Courtney.
No, she's saying that Lily was 7. So what she's saying is Courtney alleges that she was abused when she was 6 years old, but Lily would have been 7 years old. So the argument here is that Lily was too young to have been able to do that. That's what she's saying.
Well, she coerced me into sexual games when we were. She coerced me into sexual games when I was when I was 14. Didn't you just say she was away in the hospital that entire year? Over and over and over again. And the reason they haven't clocked her as a liar is because they so desperately want this to be true. They're like anti-vaxxers. They want this shit to be true so fucking much.
Just like anti-vaxxers, huh?
I didn't know that was pseudoscience. Yeah, it's like this. Hang on.
Oh, we gotta Google it.
It's right. It's literally the first thing on the Wikipedia page. Repressed memory is a controversial but largely scientifically discredited science.
So repressed memory, if you go on to read this, the biggest thing with repressed memories is that repressed memories themselves are not... Jack, come back. So I'm looking at this really quick. So like basically what this is going into, and I guess I can put this over here, is we're talking specifically about the idea of how memories can be faulty. So like false memories are not necessarily a huge risk to psychotherapy, but the problem comes with like the talk therapy that can help people procure untrue or false memories. So obviously like disassociation is very real. It's a real phenomenon. There's traumatic amnesia, which is very well documented. But the problem, of course, is going to be when you're having this is what's bunk is recovered memory theory, which is a specific kind of therapy where they try to reconstruct memories. And that is what's bullshit. But it's very well studied that the brain does all kinds of crazy shit to deal with trauma. Another really good example of this is and this is well studied as well. It's obviously anecdotal. Well, not even anecdotal. It's like it relies on self-report, but there are people that will have very traumatic things happen to them, and they believe that someone is there helping them when they're completely by themselves. So it was the movie The Jungle with Daniel Radcliffe in it is based on a true story of a guy who did get lost in, the Amazon jungle. He went out with a couple of guys and they just like fucking left him there. And he was stranded in the Amazon jungle or, somewhere in South America for, I want to say it was like almost 2 weeks. And he believed that there was a woman that was there with him. He like hallucinated this woman and she was helping him. And that's one of the only reasons that he survived. But this lady obviously didn't exist. There was not some rogue woman wandering around in the Amazon rainforest trying to save this guy. Same thing for people that are in car crashes, like really, really bad car crashes. It's actually very common for people to hallucinate that somebody like helps them get out of the car and helps them call 911, but that actually didn't happen at all. And they're by themselves at the scene when, EMS arrives. I don't know like what the exact name of this phenomenon is, but your brain will do incredible fucking things to protect itself. So it's not uncommon for traumatic amnesia to occur. That is definitely something that can occur, and it can even distort and warp your perceptions of an event. Time, setting, who was there, what you were wearing, what they were wearing, things like that. It's one of the reasons why eyewitness testimony is really not even that reliable, because people can, fill in the gaps in their own memory. Your memory will actually fill in the gaps with supplemental information, even if it's not actually what happened, to create a complete memory. And the only way that you can really fix this is by continually reliving the memory in your head. Like immediately after it occurs, it strengthens it, like you're strengthening the synapses or whatever that help connect those memories together. So this is a little Malcolm lore. Malcolm loves his tinted glasses. I love nostalgia. Okay, I live in service to nostalgia. Okay, I regularly and routinely will recall memories in my mind to like strengthen that memory. And that's something that what a lot of recovered memory therapy is. So if you have like a repressed childhood traumatic experience or whatever, it's recalling and testing the validity to build up the consistency and the strength of that memory. But again, the problem comes in is when you can't really differentiate between what is fact. So if something happened to me 20 years ago, it's almost impossible for a third party who's trying to help me to be able to differentiate what actually happened and what my brain is automatically filling in with filler. You know, that's why recovered memory theory itself is bullshit. However, the idea of having repressed memories and traumatic amnesia, this is not junk. That is something that is documented to have happened. So
psychiatric phenomenon, which involves an inability to recall autobiographical information, usually of a traumatic or stressful nature. It's right there. It's like the first thing you read about it. There's an entire book called The Myth of the Repressed Memory. Like I said, this was a scandal back in the 90s. But anyway, they want this shit to be true so much, to the point that they just twist themselves in knots with more and more pop psychology. Because all of Courtney's behavior is evidently just proof.
Literally, Lily's entire repertoire and understanding of psychology is pop psychology. That's fucking hilarious. I also love that she... Oh, I'm very sorry. My mistake. I'm very sorry, Rosie. That was really rude of me. Rosie for the 199. I love leaving men in isolated spaces. This is a very strong message. Everybody witness. Witness!
Use her because hurt people hurt people. They don't hurt people to this fucking degree, or to this level of sadism.
Or this consistent.
Hey, gibberish, Chris, your mom's a pop psychologist. Write that down.
Consistently. That's a lovely piece of information to share with a loved one where she has those. Yeah, here's the important part. Like, where recovered memory therapy became such a controversy is that it turns out if you walk someone through the steps enough, you can implant a false memory into them.
Oh yeah.
It is really easy to convince people something happened to them when it really didn't. And the kicker is, people don't do this maliciously. People do this trying to help. Like, this can happen as easily as like you break up with your boyfriend and your friend who never liked them just keeps shit talking and painting all their everything they ever did in the most negative light possible. And eventually it's like you just start believing it. He goes, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that did happen that way. This happened to me.
Oh yeah.
Of course it happened to her. Of course it did. Nothing ever happens.
Isn't that like gaslighting? No, gaslighting is a deliberate attempt to, here's the kicker. It is possible to...
Sarah Field, thank you very much for the 3 months of membership. Everybody witness, please. Witness! I'm going to take a quick poll in chat. Because I am starting to get fucking irritated with my bitrate. I'm starting to get really fucking irritated. So we're going to do this really quick. Okay, these are your guys' options because I'm starting to get pissed off. So if you guys don't mind the buffering and it isn't bothering you, I'm willing to continue. If it's starting to piss everybody off, I'm just gonna go and get a router right now because I'm starting to get pissed off. I'm starting to get very mad. So I'll let you guys decide what you want to do, and then I am gonna stream tomorrow and Thursday as well. So we have plenty of girl time. We can finish this later, but I'm starting to get really fucking pissed off personally, so.
implant false memories into people completely accidentally by just trying to be supportive. Gaslighting is a very deliberate attempt to make someone doubt their own sanity. Like, gaslighting is not just, like, it's not gaslighting to just be wrong. It's also not gaslighting to lie.
Yeah. There's a degree of malice that's necessary.
You have to specifically go out of your way to make somebody believe they're crazy, not just make them believe they were wrong. I've been saying this so confidently and repeatedly, it has to be correct. Well, the kicker is like, they want it to be correct. They desperately want it to be correct because they're mad at me for, like, other reasons, and they really, 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 really want me to be guilty of everything that's said about me. So they had to twist themselves in knots and convince themselves that all of Courtney's actions are just the actions of an abuse victim. No, they fucking aren't. Courtney talks like an abuser. She behaves like an abuser. She deliberately goes out of her way to get people to trust her and to do whatever she wants. And if you don't do whatever she wants, she gets very angry with you. Courtney's behavior is just, it is textbook abuse. Absolutely fucking textbook.
It's
and like the kicker is, like, Courtney
abuse,
can't help herself sometimes. I've brought it up in the past. Where'd it go? I brought this up in the past. Courtney bounds back and forth between, where'd it go? There we go. Here's Courtney claiming that I was our father's golden child. Well, basically, me and Cameron were our parents' golden child. Here she is saying that our father would say behind my back to Courtney, "You're the one we actually care about." My mother saying that she should have drowned me at birth. Which is it? Fucking which is it? You can't keep changing your fucking story every goddamn time. Because if you watch her...
I mean, just because Courtney is, like, inconsistent in a lot of her telling, I have to be totally honest with you, that doesn't mean necessarily that Lily didn't do anything. And if anything, Lily is particularly skilled at being someone who, you know, is simply put the worst. Simply put the worst. You know what I mean? So it could be true that, you know, either or. It could be true. Either of these things could be true, but that doesn't diminish the fact that that Lily is most likely guilty. I would say that. And I said before, and I'll say it again, if it comes out that Courtney was lying this whole time, if there's evidence that Courtney was lying this whole time, I will eat my underwear on stream. I will do it. I will do it.
Video, and then you watch her first video she did with Poppy. She's telling completely different fucking stories.
Oh yeah.
And the kicker is nobody goes and checks. You can find it, like, she has the video with Poppy. Poppy is still up on Poppy's channel. It's called History and Horror. And you can compare the story she tells there to the story she tells in her own video, and they are completely fucking different. She's making you both the golden child and the unlovable hermit, depending on whichever one is more convenient for her. Yeah, because the kicker is Courtney needs me to be the golden child because it's helpful for her narrative. But the problem is Courtney is also deeply fucking sadistic, so she can't help herself. She has to rub in the fact that she was the actual favorite. There was another incident where, basically, one of Brittany's sock puppet blogs basically got this. Since Lily loves reusing names, I thought I'd just try Googling her known aliases. And full disclaimer, I don't know what the site is about, but this could be someone pretending to be Lily. But I'm going to throw it up anyways. Anyways, there are no pictures or anything in this link, just a request. And then it basically sends them to basically a dark web forum with basically somebody asking for, like, it's a child porn website. That's what it is. It's a child porn website. And the kicker is Courtney would then go on, it's like, I had more than one person reach out to me that you've been spotted on CP sites, posting descriptions of me and looking for videos of a man violating his infant son. I have no idea what that is. I didn't believe it. And yet here we are with your description of me, word for fucking word. I might keep going, kid. I might actually fucking end your existence. Now, this is the description. I followed this link against my better judgment. I followed this link. This is the description she's talking about. You know who else this describes?
Those people?
Me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Anyway, here's the smoking gun. Since Lily loves reusing names, I thought I'd just try Googling her known aliases. This is an onion link. You can't Google those.
Right, it's dark web, right?
They're not on the ClearNet. They don't show up on Google. So you clearly fucking lied. And then Courtney goes and posts that she's had more than one person talking about it.
Clearly.
You've done some digging despite finding on a hardcore sites. You don't believe it's her. Let's see. I've got more reliable sources than a Tumblr anon to lead me to believe she is in fact on these sites. Do you know how many of these sources she offered?
What?
None.
Of course.
None whatsoever. And when I made the post of basically dismantling this, I think it might actually be up. I think you may have reblogged it. See if I can find it. Okay, yeah, here it is. I ended up making this fucking post. We have a source that Brittany and Courtney are using to claim I'm apparently on CP sites. The source is an anon. Even Brittany admits the post link was made suspiciously close to when Courtney started making their bullshit claims, and registered after she started posting. Because Courtney opened up his own blog on June, with his first post being on the 19th. Also registered just 6 days before making that post. I want to believe this is a troll, but this is a popular. Is this a popular forum, the kind of site where you go to try and troll someone with the hope someone else will pick it up? And Courtney decides to just take it at face value, and we get the post I've already seen. I've got more reliable resources than a Tumblr anon. Well, she doesn't provide the resources she supposedly has, but she thinks, well, I have the proof is enough. It's like, and I basically just said, show the fucking proof then. Do it. And then I pointed out.
Show the proof, bitch.
This is a dark web onion domain. Those don't show up on Google. This is and
I don't know like what any of this is, to be
and after I pointed this out,
honest with you.
Oh.
When I basically said, no, you didn't Google these. You didn't do this. Those don't show up on Google. You're clearly lying. So Courtney immediately went all in on this fucking fantasy that I'm apparently looking for on hardcore sites and looking for. I don't even want to know what Daisy's destruction is, honestly. I'm afraid. I'm afraid that if I go to Wikipedia and put that in, I am going to see the horrors again. And a certain unnamed orange sheet president is uncanny. I said a thing, so it must be true. If you don't believe me, I hate you and you must be destroyed. Yeah, very Trumpian.
Oh, yeah.
So, a fucking
very
onion site.
Trumpian, huh? Oh, okay.
And so, this
very
goes up,
Trumpian.
she immediately starts going on about all the proof she has, and then this gets completely fucking blown out of the water, and she's going, fine, show the proof. And she didn't, and she fucking ignored it. And she never talked about this particular incident again. Okay.
Okay.
Courtney is largely getting by on the fact that she knows she can just tell whatever story she fucking wants about me, and people will swallow it.
They will swallow
There's a bunch of people who seem to think that Stockholm, the fanfic I've often been accused of writing about like fucking 12 years ago, was apparently about her. The proof they have of this, Courtney said so.
Dude, like it I don't even know what to say. Like she doesn't even really deny that she wrote Stockholm anymore. It's very obvious that she wrote it. I don't understand this.
Okay. Weirdly enough, I've heard what a lot of people had this, before Courtney came around, a lot of people kept making up this big fantasy as to what's supposedly in Stockholm. And weirdly enough, sibling incest didn't seem to be in it at all. Until after Courtney showed up, and then it was in it a lot. Funny how that works out. Courtney has also gone to very significant lengths.
Very significant lengths.
Courtney has also gone to very significant lengths to basically try and basically give guilt by association. She can't prove any of her deranged claims, and oftentimes when she tries to, she gets debunked almost instantly. So she's gone to shit like so she's gone after shit like BG Funnies or Iris and Kira, where like I write stuff about siblings having a positive, healthy, affectionate relationship, and they basically
a positive, healthy, affectionate relationship is a pretty tongue-in-cheek way to say it's literal incest. But okay,
you go, well, this is proof you want to bang your sister. When there's like no sister fucking in this at all.
Mm-hmm.
Heaven forbid people make questionable fanfic as a child. Yeah, that's the weird part. It's like the kicker is like everyone thinks like fiction is harmless until it's someone you don't like who does it. Whereas with me, like I have had people who are close to me going, yeah, I like to explore these kind of things. I like to explore these kind of things in fiction, and I've often said to them, you really shouldn't. That's not healthy for you.
It's really unhealthy, guys.
Or
That you're so into incest fan fiction. That's the kicker. That's
apparently
the
maybe
kicker.
writing a skeezy fanfiction decades ago was somehow worse than currently grooming minors. Oh yeah. This is something they do a lot. Like,
dude, I don't think that this would constitute grooming it by any reasonable stretch of the imagination. Like, it just simply doesn't meet that threshold. Like, it's very obvious that she just has very poor boundaries. I think that it's very clear as day. Because there's no kind of gratification that she's trying to get out of it other than like a savior complex, which is vastly different than trying to like get someone comfortable with talking to you about sexually inappropriate things or whatever. Like, if you think about it, like, these are people that are soliciting her for advice. Obviously, that doesn't make it okay. But think of the difference here. Somebody solicits you for advice. It's probably inappropriate for you to answer that question, but you answer that question. That is different than trying to normalize sexual conversation with someone who doesn't want to have it. Not saying like the minor was asking for it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's a difference between seeking out someone and, manipulating them, grooming them into being okay with sexual engagements or sexually charged topics or
and cub porn, an F list, a fucking F. Yeah, cub porn is easy, but like it's just stop doing it. But like an F list where you write down a list of fetishes and people just have to take your word for it that they're actually yours and you're not just posturing. This is apparently on the same level as grooming fucking children.
Stop posturing.
I live in a country where fictional child porn is a crime, but it's a lesser crime than having like photorealistic child porn.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
guys, I live in a country where like vehicular manslaughter is illegal, but that's not as bad as murder. It's not as bad, so it's really not that big of a deal if I do one vehicular manslaughter as a treat. It's really not that big of a deal. Guys, grow up.
It's like 3 years in prison versus 7 years in prison. The whole I know her IRL, therefore I can confirm. Oh yeah. Aside from bad trans woman bad, do you think that the stalkers believe Court on the basis of being blood related to you? No, I think they believe Court on the basis that it was convenient to them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They will believe anyone. They will believe anyone who fucking says this shit. I decided to put the BG Funnies in the fucking background because I figured this will blunt how horrible all this is.
Oh yeah.
Literal confirmation bias. They really believed it and weren't just using it as justification to hate CD for making videos they don't like. Yeah, that's the kicker. They don't talk about the shit I've supposedly done. It's always pissing and moaning about like my fucking D&D takes.
What do you mean check Lily's hard drive? She's accidentally showed her folders and shit on stream before. She's got shit that should, probably be investigated, of course, so.
Steven Universe takes or my anime takes, and then adding, oh, by the way, she also raped her sister as an aside. Like, that's not an oh, by the way. Like, you could at least pretend to take this shit seriously. And this is the part that pisses me off, because this is not even the first time it's fucking happened. My fucking servers made a fucking joke out of it, but this is the Lily Orchard drama cycle. Someone comes out claiming that I'm an abuser, predator, or creep.
This is 100% accurate, by the way. The people that carry the torch just fuck up really bad.
I sound the alarm that said person is extremely untrustworthy and abusive. My warnings are laughed off as cope or lies or whatever, and said person is able to grow a following. Said person abuses someone, preys on minors, or otherwise does exactly what I said they would do. Everyone acts like this was a complete surprise and wonders how they could have seen this coming, and then the cycle begins again.
We're getting angry. I love it. I love to see it. Yes. Crash out, bitch. Let's go.
Like, yeah, we make jokes about this sometimes, but it's genuinely fucking disturbing.
I don't know who half these people are, but Lio never even went after Lily. Why is Lio on here? Lio chose specifically to not go after Lily. And trust me, Lily had nothing to do with just a robot. He did that to himself.
It is genuinely disturbing how often, like, you know, people come at me. CD, your sister's on some bullshit again. What? Just now? What D&D takes anyway? Oh, that some classes need to be reworked and they need to put race class restrictions back in. Gods, you shouldn't have a cycle for this. Lol. Yeah, we make a joke about out of this. Like, but at times it just becomes genuinely infuriating because, like, Courtney and Poppy and Xena and fucking Rebecca and Vita, they're pedophiles.
Vita is a pedophile. I don't think that there have ever been credible allegations that Poppy is a pedophile. I don't think that there has ever been credible allegations that Poppy is a pedophile. I don't believe that to be true. Even to my understanding, she doesn't even, she's never even really been accused of having Lolly or anything like that. Like, it's just that she finds, like, very inexperienced, vulnerable people that, you know, are younger, but nothing pedophilic. I don't think that there's ever been allegations of that. Unless you want to use the, what is it, like... she's just a sex pest. There's a rumor that floats around about a cousin and, like, child-on-child sexual abuse or something like that. There's a rumor that floats around that's never been substantiated, so I don't... Yeah. I mean, but I don't know about... That's kind of out of left field.
Actually, no, Poppy and Xena's not a pedophile. She's just a sexual abuser.
Oh, there we go.
Courtney and fucking Rebecca and Vita, they were pedophiles. They have been clapped for being pedophiles. And I was sounding the alarm on these people from the moment they fucking showed their goddamn heads. And then it happens, and it's like, and everyone goes, huh? What? Huh? These people ensnare teenagers into their servers and into their communities. Where they
That's crazy. I don't think that Poppy has ever flashbanged a minor on stream either, though. I don't think that she's done that. I don't think that she's engaged in, you know, sexual conversations back and forth in public on Tumblr with somebody who's underage, but...
Just fucking pray! Oh, that's a different thing entirely. And that's the part that pisses me off because kids are getting hurt over this shit!
Very performative. Very performative.
This kid here never should have been in this fucking position. Then it never should have even been possible for her to be put in this fucking... For, like, her... I don't know what the gender is. For them to be put in this fucking position. And Courtney was only able to do this because she basically got a following off the back of trans girl bad. And the worst part is, people are coping so fucking hard to basically make it out that Courtney's still a victim in all this. So what's gonna happen is that another fucker's gonna come out of the goddamn woodwork, and they're gonna abuse children as well. And let's be honest, it's probably gonna be Psy.
Yeah, probably.
Oh! Name drop. Oh my god. Everybody, like, remember how we started this off and we were like, oh my god, everybody was so excited that everybody was like cheering from the rooftop. Saberspark raped, finally. Yes, I'm so glad that somebody was raped by Saberspark. Yes, I can't believe it. I've been waiting. I've been asking for Christmas every year for Saberspark to rape. And now she's doing the same thing. Wow. I really hope that somebody was raped. But, I mean, it was by Psy, so it was for a good cause. Like, okay, that's so funny. That's so funny.
And this whole shit's gonna happen again. I've had people come into my fucking Twitch chat on occasion, basically talk, like, I had that happen once recently, where like somebody came in and talked about how, yeah, Courtney was like, groomed them on Discord. And I had to stop, and I felt compelled to apologize to this poor kid. Because like, I know it's not my fault. I know it's not my fault. I know that, I know that I tried very hard to sound the alarm about how much of a fucking nutcase Courtney is. But at the same time when this shit happens, I feel like it's my fault. Because it's my name they used to get this influence in the first place.
It's not even your name, bitch. You stole it from, Lizzie. Didn't she call it reverse colonization or whatever? Reverse imperialism or whatever the fuck? It's not even her fucking name. It's not even her fucking name. It's her ex's name. Oh my god, she's so funny. We got a pig noise!
Especially,
An hour in, we got a pig noise. Hell yeah.
Especially considering your past.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And like, I know I shouldn't feel that way. I've had people even tell me it's not your fault, you're a victim of all this too, but like, and it's easy to reassure someone, but it's a lot different when someone's using your name to create a net to catch children with.
God. Crash out.
Then she ran away and basically started shacking up with older men. But the kicker is, Courtney's not 17 anymore. She's 32 and has wrecked her fucking body with heroin. So she can't do that anymore. So she moves to teenagers online.
I don't know if the normal trajectory is heroin and then teenagers. I think that actually the natural progression goes heroin then fentanyl, but
As minors beat parents.
I just hate this for you, CD. You should. Honestly, I would rather you have more sympathy for the kids she's hurting. I've said for a long time, there are a lot of teenagers who get wrapped up into this shit, and they say awful, horrible shit to me as a result, and I've never taken it personally. I've always had this policy of leave me alone, and everything will be water under the bridge. Because I know that you basically got roped up into a grooming scheme. I know.
Also, it's really funny that she continually like makes like little undercut jabs or whatever at Courtney, doing drugs or previously doing drugs or whatever. Lily Orchard like takes street Adderall. So what the fuck are you talking about right now? What the fuck are you talking about right now? Like, again, stones and glass houses. Hang on. It's like it's stones from glass houses because she also abuses prescription Adderall. So I truthfully don't even know if it's prescribed or not. But Lily claims to have previously had a heart attack. I need that image. Who has that image? I need it where it's like things that happened to me, had a heart attack, got stabbed, got raped, got beat, got evicted, got broken up with, got, abused or whatever. I need that because she claims to have like severe cardiac issues. Because if you have a heart attack, before the age of 30, that's actually a pretty significant cardiac event. You would not be put on Adderall. Stimulants raise your resting heart rate and increase your risk for cardiac event. If you've had a heart attack, you're certainly not getting prescribed Adderall. Yeah, so she's off that Adderall.
Who it was who preyed on you. So I don't really hold their actions against me. I don't take that person. Teenagers.
Yes, I'm so happy we're getting pig noises. Yay, my favorite.
Abused are more likely to be abused again. Being more pro-life than the entire red half of the U.S. by being a genuinely good person, caring about how children are treated.
What a knee slapper.
Being creepy groomers to children is a weirdly consistent theme with these types. Yeah. Courtney has just not been willing to go to therapy. Like, Courtney has desperately needed to go to therapy. Look, Courtney has...
Girl, you too. Don't be shy. You guys both need therapy.
Clear, Courtney has needed therapy since the moment she started raping her brother.
And then we're doing the throw it down, flip it, and reverse it. Lily waited an hour and 4 minutes into the stream to say that Courtney was actually the one that abused her. Interesting.
Some people won't let go of their hatred for someone. No, they won't. With Brittany, it is very much like Brittany is the big driver for a lot of this. Brittany has basically been the one getting wrapped up in like all of these creeps. Like Brittany has teamed up.
Fuck you, Brittany. I agree. Fuck Brittany. I completely
Everyone on
agree.
this list, Brittany has actively teamed up with, and then had to drop immediately afterward.
Wow, that's
She keeps having to jump from predator to predator to predator to predator.
That's crazy.
All because I broke up with this bitch 10 fucking years ago, and she can't handle it.
And now she's going to make up the lie that they actually dated, which is hilarious because in the original logs, it's acknowledged that they actually didn't even date. It's pretty evident that they were never in any kind of relationship other than a really weird, a really weird catfish situation or whatever. But now we're continuing to maintain the lie that Brittany and her dated, which is fucking hilarious. Again, Brittany at the time was a lesbian. I don't think that Brittany was in a relationship with a man. I don't think that happened.
That's like
also tangentially unrelated. You know what I heard the other day for the first time, you guys? I heard a silver star lesbian. Gold star lesbians are lesbians that have never fucked a guy, and now we're saying silver star lesbians to denote that you're a lesbian that has fucked a guy before. What's next? Bronze star lesbians? And what are bronze star lesbians? Lesbians that have fucked plushy Pokemon? Congratulations. Our very first ever bronze star lesbian, Lily Orchard. Everybody applaud. Very funny.
Off contact with her is something I need to be punished for.
Gold star is not a gay thing, it's a lesbian thing.
Maybe Courtney thinks she yells loud enough about you will distract from her own HSBS. Yeah, probably. I just want to get combo in her image for the sole purpose of having my OCs set her on fire or make balloon animals out of her interest. Okay, alter ego. Enough with the, you're banned from the chat. I just said, don't make violent threats. You get me in trouble when you do that. And the fact that I had to talk to someone about that a minute ago, and you're doing it again, so you're not talking in the chat. I can feel some documentary and YouTubers even months are.
Also, I lost my weasel, the one that I clip to my hats when I go to raves. But look, I got another one. And I thought I lost him, but I found him. I have another weasel for my hat. Thank God. Wow. Mashallah, God will provide.
I can feel that some documentary and YouTubers' YouTube months are counted then, like whenever they make a CD video. Oh, yeah, some drama just refuses to die for whatever reason. It's because it's useful. YouTube drama sticks around because people get really parasocial and really obsessed with hating certain YouTubers. They're so angry about them. Oh, yeah. The fact that I made some cartoon videos years ago, they get so angry. I can make some fucking takes about D&D, and we've just seen, there's one D&D YouTuber who gets so fucking angry and pissed off about them.
Oh,
Is she talking about Crispy? Crispy doesn't get pissed off. She has like no ability to read others' emotional like baselines or reactions. Nobody's pissed, hon. Everybody thinks that you're fucking disgusting. Nobody's mad. Everybody's just disappointed. That's all.
It's all they have in their life, so they start a smear campaign on you. Makes me so fucking angry to the extent to which they'll go, which hurts people. Yeah, like I like to think this is the case, but for all I know, this could easily not be. I have mostly made peace with Courtney's abuse. I think that's kind of been clear with the way I talk. I don't really like when I'm talking about this. I'm getting pissed off because other people are getting hurt. But when I've told you the depths of Courtney's abuse, stuff I've never told them, and I'm always weirdly calm about it. I have mostly made peace with it, mostly because I know what caused it. Our parents had a very negative reinforcement-based form of parenting, which means good behavior was ignored because it was what you were supposed to do, while bad behavior was zeroed in on and punished. And Courtney grew a deep resentment of me. Like Courtney's like, it was always a weird thing because Courtney grew a deep resentment of me because I basically got most of Dad's attention and did not realize that Dad's attention was not something to be coveted; it was to be avoided. But also, I was the only one who could stand to be around her. She was fighting with her friends all the goddamn time, on again, off again, on again, off again, on again, off again. And she would bitch to me about it. And I was the only one who'd listen to her. Oftentimes I thought she was completely fucking in the wrong, but it's like, sure, Court, whatever you say, Court.
I love that. It fills me with such whimsical joy. I feel like a small child again, you know, finding a four-leaf clover in a field of grass. It fills me with so much whimsy.
And like that was largely it. She resented me, but she also had no real control or power in her life. But also, I was the only one who would really give her the time of day, and all that just snowballs into let's sexually assault him.
Dude, you literally are ruining my life. We're gonna have to rape. Like, what is this logic? Like, even if, okay, obviously I don't believe Lily, but if I was going to believe Lily, this is the best that we have to offer. You were so jealous of me, so you raped me. That's really where we're going here? That's really where we're going here? Okay. That doesn't make any sense.
Auntie and Layla was a fucking dog. I don't like that. We've made those kind of jokes once in a while, but I genuinely do not like when I'm talking about something serious that like people say shit like that.
I just don't like it. It makes me upset.
For some people, negative attention is better than none at all. Yeah.
Yeah, Lily, you would know, wouldn't you?
It's so like I know where that came from. I understand it.
I get it.
It's its own twisted irrational logic. I can follow that. So I'm not angry about it anymore.
I'm not mad.
I'm angry about what?
Yes. Being 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and doing this shit is one thing. She is 32 years old. She is old enough to fucking know better.
To know better than what? Is she coming to your house and abusing you right now? What are you talking about? She should know better. Know better than what? Then what? Elaborate.
Old enough to understand that she needs fucking therapy. She is old enough.
Lily, sweetheart, come on, let's be totally real with ourselves here. If anything, both of you guys could use it. Let's be totally honest. I think you... God damn it, Bobby. Realistically, Lily is the one that would actually benefit a lot more from mental health services. Lily is the one that's like the degenerate gooner. When you have like a Gardevoir that you literally cut a fucking hole in, I think that necessitates very serious psychological interventions. And also, like, let's remember as well that Lily is trans and she doesn't pursue any kind of therapy in order to access any kind of gender affirming treatment. I mean, realistically, part of gender affirming treatment is psychological stability and psychological well-being. So it's actually much, I think it would be very, very important actually for Lily to continue to seek services. Lily also never goes outside. Lily is allergic to the sun. Lily lives on fucking DoorDash and refried beans and, you know, fucking top ramen and shit like that. Doesn't really ever go outside, abuses Adderall, has a insane sleep schedule. I mean, I think that realistically, there's things that both of us could be working on, certainly. There's things that you two individually, you know, could be working on, of course. But if I had to rank one worse than the other, I would say definitely Lily is the worst one. That is in need of much more intense psychological intervention. I think that if you're fantasizing about fucking a Pokemon and then you buy a plushie of that Pokemon, which certainly has a hole cut in it, I think that therapy is like should be mandatory at that point. I mean, you know, we have a failure to thrive as an adult, basically, is what our pop psychology diagnosis of the day is.
To know not to fucking do this shit, and she does it anyway and threatens violence against anyone who tells her to knock it off. And she goes on these absolute fucking nightmare tantrums, rending other people's relationships in the fucking process.
That's crazy.
I was trying to improve my relationship with my brother, but Courtney's behavior threw that out the fucking window.
Oh, right, it's Courtney's fault. I agree. Totally. It's not your own deranged behavior. It's always Courtney's fault. True.
I don't know how you do it, CD. Just all this shit. Like, if I had my own abuse story dragged out of me in a public space, like, I think I would have shut down. This is gonna be
Guys,
depressing.
can we pause the stream
What?
really quick, because I need you guys to like validate me. Tell me how brave I am. Tell me how strong I am. Tell me that you could never do what I do. Tell me. Come on, tell me. Malcolm, you're so brave. I could never, you know, wear glasses. That's so stunning and brave of you. I would have lost it a long time ago. Malcolm, I could never be such a good interior decorator as you are, Malcolm. I would have crashed out years ago. Come on, go. Go. I need to change the light on this anyway. I don't want it red. What colors do we have here? No. No. That one's fine. That one's fine, I guess. Thanks, guys. Wow. Guys, come on. I'm just like everybody else. I'm just like everybody else. You know, it's just... Come on. You guys are embarrassing me. Stop. You guys, stop it. You're embarrassing me. It's just... I need to, like, put this up so I can do, like, the white girl hair twirl. Like, hang on. Like, oh, you guys. Oh, stop. You're making me so embarrassed.
I'm used to it. Growing up means letting go of her hate. She's addicted to hate. Yeah, well, the kicker is she can't hurt mom or dad because they're not online.
Right.
Mom's on Facebook, but whatever. The only person, like, she's tried to go after Cameron. Every time Cameron moves departments in the military, she's calling up the military with all this shit, and he gets reinvestigated again, only for it to turn up nothing.
I don't even think Cameron's still in the military, is he? Last I understood, Cameron had a print shop. I don't think Cameron is still in the military. I need my Lorch historians. I don't even think that Cameron is still in the military. No, he has like a custom card shop or something like that. Because the latest thing that I remember, or the most recent memory that I have about the Cameron fiasco or whatever the fuck, is that Courtney had claimed that he was like stalking her. I don't know. She was like, I've seen Cameron like following me around and shit like that, or something like that, to that effect. And it turns out that he has like a card shop, and the reason that he like that it's like borderline impossible is that like the card shop is in like a different fucking town. So and again, there are far better Lily Orchard historians than I am. Much more involved than I am. I am but a novice, you know. I bow to the feet of our masters who are much better Lily Orchard historians than me. But to my understanding, and this is my understanding of it, obviously I can dig if I really wanted to. I don't. But to my understanding, Cameron was physically aggressive in the home. There have never been allegations of like sexual abuse from Cameron. Like Lily and Courtney both have said that Cameron like was not sexually abusive. He was just very physically aggressive. He was, you know, like the only boy in the family, like that kind of thing or whatever, and that he was just like really physically aggressive. And then Courtney had mentioned at one point or another that she just do that. Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm back. So what had happened was Courtney believes that if she was 6 and Lily was 7, something must have happened to Lily, because 7-year-olds don't just do that. It's like a learned behavior, right? So she has said that she believes that Lily was abused somehow, whether it's by a teacher, whether it was by Cameron, blah, 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 whatever the fuck. To my understanding, there have been no credible allegations that Cameron was sexually abusive, only that he was physically aggressive. To my understanding, he was in the military for a while, and now he has like a custom card shop and like a family. And that's the end of the Cameron arc, to my understanding. Yeah, in the interview where she's talking about it, she says that she goes on to say that like something must have happened to her in order for her to like reenact this behavior on Courtney, essentially, allegedly. But I don't think that she's ever outright said that she believes that Cameron was sexually abusive. I don't think that that's true. I could be totally fucking misremembering. Okay, I am human. I make mistakes. My recovered memory theories, you know, my brain's just making shit up, I guess. But I don't think that it's ever like she gestures vaguely and says that something must have happened to her. I don't know if it was Cameron. I don't know if it was a teacher, like something like that, to that effect is what I remember the conversation being. And again, I could be misremembering entirely. There are far better Lily Orchard historians than I could ever dream of being, okay? So I will defer to the experts in this case. To my best recollection, it was alleged that something, quote unquote, must have happened to her in order for her to reenact this. That is my understanding of how that conversation went. But I do not believe that Cameron is in the military right now. I don't think that I'm almost positive that he is not in the military and hasn't been for a while.
Makes you wonder what kind of a clown show the Canadian military is, that they can't just look at a previous investigation and go, oh, this has been investigated already. Like double jeopardy just doesn't fucking exist.
Double jeopardy just means that you can't be tried twice for the same crime. It doesn't mean that they can't investigate it. Like, it just means that you can't be tried twice for the same crime. So, like, if I murdered Mr. Mollusk and then I get off on a technicality and then they come back and they say, no, we actually have real evidence now that you murdered Mr. Mollusk, that's double jeopardy. They can't do that. But if I murdered Mr. Mollusk and then I murdered M. Daly, I could be tried for both of those. They're separate instances, right?
But I make my money online, and I'm a trans woman. It is insultingly easy to ruin a trans woman's life.
Also, if you guys are sending me stuff in Discord, I can't be in there because my router is a piece of shit. So if you guys are sending me stuff, you're going to have to wait until tomorrow. That's when I'm going to look at it because I'm mad.
But then when she goes after other people who aren't as reliant on fucking internet reputation to make their money, people who aren't, like, as online as she is. I didn't know your brother was in the military. Yeah, like, the military has investigated a lot of this shit, and has come up with nothing.
It's just, ow.
This shouldn't be happening. And this shouldn't keep happening this way. This has happened so
bad. What do
many
you want me to
fucking
say?
times. So many kids have been hurt because of Courtney's horrid nonsense.
How many kids have been hurt? This music sucks, by the way, as well.
And that's the worst part. It's going to happen again because they're already coping so goddamn hard. Because a lot of these people, it's important to remember, this is their entertainment. That's why they were so happy to hear about the accusations made against Saberspark. It was fun for them.
But you're leaping and jumping with joy with bated breath that Sai is a rapist. Okay.
This is how they feel better about themselves. They're very miserable. Like, this has been the case with people who engage in lolcow.
Lily is literally probably the most miserable person. I would rather be reincarnated as like a slug than come back and live one lifetime as Lily Orchard. To be somebody as sexually depraved, moralistically starved, and an utter and repugnant failure at everything that you attempt to do. I think that the weight of knowing that I'm such a catastrophic failure in life would drive me to suicide at an incredibly young age. To imagine being, 33, 34, living in squalor, on disability, never had a real job, never had any kind of meaningful in real life connections with people, hated and reviled by everyone on the internet, my friends and my family. I don't think that I would ever recover. Can't cook, can't clean, can't go outside, can't get a job, can't learn how to drive a car, probably can't even take a shower appropriately. Like, I think that the guilt of knowing that I was Lily Orchard in another life entirely, I think that I would just kill myself immediately. And this is my just kidding heart, because obviously I don't condone violence. But yeah, I can't think of a worse fate than existing as Lily Orchard. Everybody's lives are just terrible and miserable. Sorry, bitch. I actually know how to cook top ramen, and I don't have to DoorDash top ramen every day to eat. I actually know how to fucking use a stove. Yeah.
All the time. They are miserable sacks of shit. And they need this to feel better about themselves.
These are the kind of people who he's like about to watch a 7-hour drama video. Of like someone popcorn.
Need to talk louder, the mic can't catch you.
But yeah, these are the kind of people who like tweet stuff about about to watch a 7-hour drama video while along with like a gif of someone eating popcorn.
Yeah.
Because that's what this is to them, entertainment. It's reality TV, it's fucking true crime,
It is, yeah.
Saberspark. He was falsely accused of sexual assault. He thoroughly disproved those accusations more than he needed to.
Thoroughly.
And I mean, like, I've seen this with the way people talk about my personal life. People were like doing math because like they heard like Michaela's microwave while I was at a call with her on a stream and started on this weird conspiracy theory that I have a microwave in my bedroom. What's the point of this? I have no fucking idea. How is a microwave in my bedroom relevant to anything?
Because it shows that you're a lazy, fat fucking waste of space. That you're so fucking lazy that you can't get up and walk to the fucking kitchen to microwave your 8th cup of noodles for the day. It demonstrates that you're lazy, which I think we all know is true.
Good fucking question.
I don't think that a Keurig in your room is evil and bad, but I just imagine, like, I'm such a fat fuck and I want to make another Hot Pocket, but instead of getting up to make a Hot Pocket, I just have to, like, turn my chair like this and I can reach the Hot Pocket. I think a Keurig is fine, I suppose, but...
This post was made a day after I posted my photos of the Salt Marsh Trail.
Oh, yeah.
That is, like, even when they see evidence that, no, I do a lot of stuff. I live a very happy, comfortable life. Like, I'm happily fucking married. I'm happily married.
Happily married to your spouse that sleeps for 15 hours a day? Yeah.
And they have gone to great lengths to diminish or downplay that. Like, they insisted that, I, Michaela's not really coming to Canada. She's not really coming to Canada, and you just scam people out of money because your relationship is fake and you don't actually love her. Well, anyway, Michaela's in Canada now.
Some people thought I wasn't real.
So yeah, some people thought you weren't real. Some people have called you my e-wife, and then and those same people then turn around and try to claim that I'm horribly abusive to you because, like, I don't know, you touch a sensitive spot in my neck on a stream, and I go.
Yes, I am.
It's more like you just keep her cooped up all day, but yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna have to finish this tomorrow because I have to make dinner. It's dinner time, girly pops. I have to go make dinner. I'm just gonna do top ramen. I'm gonna DoorDash top ramen. Just kidding. I'm actually gonna cook dinner. Hey, guess what, guys? Thanks for hanging out with me today. I had a good time. Tomorrow, we will have more girl time. I always ping in Discord when we're doing girl time, so if you're missing notifications, make sure you join the Discord. That's where all the pings are, you guys. And tomorrow, we're going to have a brand new router. So we're going to have a brand new router, so we're not going to have any of these issues. Everything's going to be fine. God is great. God is good. Everything is perfect. There's no issues. Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine, guys. Everything's good. So we're going to have a new router tomorrow, and we're going to have more girl time, and we'll finish this tomorrow, okay? We will finish this video tomorrow, and then I'm sure that there's plenty of other fun things that the Lord has in store for us. Inshallah, God continues to provide, okay? I love you guys lots. I'm going to send you to Sai. I will see you guys. Hasta mañana, mamacitas. Hasta mañana, mamacitas. I will see you tomorrow for more girl time. Love you lots, guys. Thanks again for hanging out with me. I always deeply appreciate it. Everybody has been very generous this afternoon. It means the world to me. I really, really appreciate it, okay? So I am going to send you guys to Sai. Go have fun, and I will see you tomorrow. Hug, kiss, kiss. XOXO. What's up, girl?
Way. Alright, fuck these guys. I'm just running. Alan, your stamina still fucking sucks. You've been fighting the darkness for 2 years. You couldn't do some push-ups. That's right. He's Alan's Terracali, Mr. What, you guys won't even fuck off when I'm under the light? I guess I gotta beat them before they'll talk to me. Alan, why did you break these guys into existence? You fucking asshole. They don't seem to attack as a flock of birds anymore, though. In the last game, the birds just, like, pecking at you constantly. Shit, they're hardy, though. Not to the crossbow. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on.